Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
What's going on, folks? And thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, I want to thank you all for tuning in with me. It is Baller Friday! For all the folks that are just tuning in, I want to wish a happy Baller Friday to the capitalists throughout the world. And I also want to remind everybody this is episode number 508. Episode number 508 for all the folks that are keeping track of the broadcast. And before we get into anything else, I'd like to ask everybody to please spread it around like wildfire and let everybody know throughout the internet and throughout the world that True Capitalist Radio is live and in effect and in the house. And we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Texas Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And it is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And if you haven't done so, please follow me on my only social media on the internet right now. And that's Gab, folks. If you don't know what it is, it's one of the only free speech social medias out there that aren't purging anybody without the right thoughts or whatever these other social media are doing. A bunch of left-wing, totalitarian, digital commies is what they are. But you can get to Gab by typing in your browser, gab.ai, and sign up there. It's free, and you can find me on there under the name Politics Ghost, all one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow on Gab, folks. And look, I would like to just once again extend a courtesy. It would be a courtesy if you would please spread this link around all those social media websites that ban True Capitalist Radio, the Twitters and the Facebooks and all those digital Gestapos. Spread this link, all right? All right, let's put this in the face of these damn holes that are Silicon Valley. Anyway, with that being said, folks, I want to thank you all for being here. It is a Friday evening. This is Baller Friday, and for you folks that are unaware and just tuning in with us and don't know what Baller Friday is, it is that time of the week where every capitalist, every worker, anybody who is making a living and earning a living. Remember, the difference between capitalists and socialists and communists is that socialists and communists think that you're supposed to be given a living. Capitalists earn a living. You understand? And that's the difference. You understand? And we earn what we put in based upon our skills, based upon our creativity, based upon our ambitions, and our economic freedom. So, with that being said, this is that time of the week to bask. If you are a worker, if you're a capitalist, however you make your income, it is that time of the week to look back and bask at your success, folks. Bask at it. As a matter of fact, let's get a beer going on here. Get a goddamn beer. Get whatever libation, beverage, or whatever you like to vice to. It could be a whole pie and one fork. I'm not judging. and kick back with us tonight on True Capitalist Radio on this Baller Friday. Let me go ahead and open up this bottle of beer here. Of course, I get German beers, folks, while we still can, before these goddamn cucked Euro cucks out here start I don't know what the hell they're going to do. These people are acting like a bunch of maniacs out there at the European Union and all that, but let's not get into that. Let's go right into some market talk. Let's get into crypto. Now, folks, I want to be completely honest with you. All right, I tried to tell whoever was listening in the inner circle, and let me tell you, a good 75-80% of the people in my inner circle are major crypto investors. And I tried to tell them yesterday that, hey, look, I think that we're going to see another run on Bitcoin Cash because we're seeing a current run on Bitcoin now. And most of the guys in there are like, no, it goes down. I don't think so. I think it's done. I think Bitcoin Cash is just, it's over. And don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say Bitcoin Cash is something to look to towards a long-term investment. I'm saying that the people that ran up Bitcoin Cash are going to run it up again. These are the same folks, and folks, I'm hearing this through the crypto grapevine, folks. I'm just trying to give you the 411. Individuals, and look, I've always been critical of Bitcoin in general because of this. You can look back in the archive. Every time I've covered cryptocurrency, I've been critical that Bitcoin has way too little hands holding massive amounts of Bitcoin. All right, and that's because a lot of the folks that got into Bitcoin were first on the scene. They were the first ones to mine, 2009, 2010. And you see, those hands that hold massive amounts of Bitcoin, from what I understand, are conspiring in an attempt to try to dethrone Bitcoin as the standard of cryptocurrency and make Bitcoin Cash the new standard. Now, why would they want to do that, folks? Well, let's just take a step back. Bitcoin as we know it right now, all right? Bitcoin as we know it right now is a cryptocurrency that is mining. And we've talked about mining, folks, for you folks that need a crash course. It's basically individuals who are out here using their own computer power. It could be a gamer, it could be a kid in an apartment, it could be some guy who's got a massive rack of miners for Bitcoin. People are mining this Bitcoin. Now, what does that mean? That computing power that they're dedicated to mining Bitcoin acts as the actual network for Bitcoin transactions. Hence, that's why we need miners in mineable coins, because without miners, these transactions that we send over the blockchain wouldn't be quickly transacted, if transacted at all. So with that being said, folks, even though the initial Bitcoin innovators and finders and pioneers, these folks have the majority of Bitcoin in their possession right now, there's still a massive amount of Bitcoin that needs to be mined. That at some point they realize, these people that have the majority of Bitcoin in their hand, they realize that they're not going to have a majority, they're not going to have that power over Bitcoin itself. So what happened was, when this hard fork happened, and we've talked about hard forks, folks. I know if you're new into cryptocurrency, I know this is a lot of mumbo-jumbo, but it's very serious. A hard forking of a cryptocurrency means that Bitcoin needed to upgrade its blockchain technology to keep up with the modern-day new altcoins that are starting to become viable alternatives. Now, what do they do with the old blockchain? They make a new coin, and everyone who owns Bitcoin gets the new hard forked coin, which is Bitcoin Cash. Now, I know this sounds confusing, folks, but everybody who's into crypto, I'm sure they're understanding what I'm talking about. Now, what's happening here is that those that obtained all this Bitcoin Cash in the hard fork, which were those little hands that hold the majority of Bitcoin itself, are trying to utilize their influence in Bitcoin Cash to degrade the integrity of Bitcoin so that Bitcoin Cash becomes the new gold standard of cryptocurrency, and those hands, those pioneers, those people that have all these huge amounts of Bitcoin in their vested interest, all of a sudden become a digital de facto Federal Reserve in Bitcoin Cash, because Bitcoin Cash is now all of a sudden in the hands of these folks that have the majority stake in Bitcoin, and they're trying to corner, if you will, the market of Bitcoin Cash. Now, with that being said, they tried to do that last weekend, okay? I don't know if y'all folks remember. If you are a crypto trader, you remember very vividly, okay? They ran this Bitcoin Cash all the way up into some exchanges as high as $4,000 a cryptocurrency of Bitcoin Cash. Now, unfortunately, that run would have possibly have kept up, but there was a little problem. They don't have enough people mining Bitcoin Cash to suffice the run they were trying to do last week. So at some point in that run for Bitcoin Cash last weekend, they literally knocked the blockchain off because there was not enough miners out there to process all the massive transactions, and there was trading stopped on Bitcoin Cash on the majority, if not all, markets throughout the crypto scene and throughout the cryptocurrency markets. And as a result, because of that, that's what caused the massive instantaneous sell-off after the pump of Bitcoin Cash. Now, I tried to make the case to my inner circle, which a couple of smart souls in there understood. Others were a little pessimistic. But I said that they're going to try this son of a bitch again, and the reason is because A, they got a vested interest to do it. I mean, come on, man. That's why the run happened last weekend, because these sons of bitches are trying to corner the market. I just explained that to you all right now. I know the technological jargon, but that's what's happening. And these guys are not going to just stop. They're not going to just try it one time. If these are the folks with the majority of Bitcoin in their possession. So that means they have the majority of Bitcoin Cash in their possession. So all they need to do is exchange their Bitcoin for Bitcoin Cash to run down the Bitcoin market because they're selling off the Bitcoin, and run up the Bitcoin Cash market because they're obtaining more Bitcoin Cash. You get it? And these guys are not going to stop. All right, and not to mention, they already know they planted the market with a whole bunch of bag holders on Bitcoin Cash that another run is that much more easier. So with that being said, I speculated that once Bitcoin, we saw Bitcoin run up to $8,000 here recently. I think it was in the past 24 hours it's hit the $8,000. I said that at some point when it gets that breaking point of $8,000 and starts setting new highs is when these sons of bitches are going to try to make a move again. And I told the inner circle, keep an eye on Bitcoin Cash, man, because Bitcoin Cash is going to make another run, and folks, it's happening again this weekend, right now as we speak. How high will it go? No one knows, okay? So there. I hope that you folks take that information and do with it what you wish. Now, let's get to the crypto markets, all right? Let's get to Bitcoin. Bitcoin, folks, saw in the past 24 hours, at least yesterday evening, it went as high as $8,000 a crypto of Bitcoin. But once again, these guys trying to corner the market in Bitcoin Cash, and look, the objective for Bitcoin Cash and the people of Bitcoin doing this is they want Bitcoin Cash to be the new Bitcoin. That's why they coined it Bitcoin Cash. Sounds more attractive even to the average layman. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not trying to. I made this point last week that it's not a coincidence that even Julian Assange and the folks at WikiLeaks now accept Bitcoin Cash, Because lest we forget, Julian Assange has been accepting Bitcoin since the damn coin began, since the concept began. And to think that he was charging Bitcoins, plural, for his product and has been obtaining Bitcoins for the past, since 2010, for the past 7 or 8 years. So it's not a coincidence that you see Wikipedia now pushing, or WikiLeaks pushing Bitcoin Cash because they have a vested interest in seeing Bitcoin Cash run up. I mean, do you understand? You have to realize what's going on here, folks. And I'm not saying you can do anything about it, but you can profit from it. So I'm trying to tell you, I'm planting seeds here. I'm planting seeds. It's up to you to take it, all right? And when you're rich and, you know, you're a millionaire and they ask you at the Wall Street Journal or, what do we call it, the Forbes, hey, what inspired you to just be such a capitalistic-minded person? Just say I was a true capitalist radio underground listener, baby. That's what you tell them. Anyway, Bitcoin, current market capitalization, $128 billion market cap. That's USD, baby. That's real money. Current circulating supply is 16,684,612 Bitcoin in circulation in the past 24 hours. It has gone down, folks, from the $8,000 mark that it reached. Gone down 2.85% in the past 24 hours. The current price for Bitcoin, it's gone considerably down from $8,684.47 per Bitcoin. Now, you notice that you're seeing a lowering in Bitcoin price, and all of a sudden you're seeing Bitcoin Cash going all the way up. Let's just go to Bitcoin Cash, because I'm not covering Ethereum. As a matter of fact, sell off all Ethereum. It's a commie coin. They're promoters of child pornography. Screw Ethereum. Sell it all off. Sell it off. Piece of goddamn commie trash. I'm never, seriously, and if you have an Ethereum contract, like Genesis Mining or something, I mean, forward all that to another coin. I'm not even joking around. All right, and by the way, if you haven't done so, go to genesis-mining.com to hook it up with a damn mining contract in which you can actually partake in mining without actually having all this hardware and have the third party deal with all the headaches. Genesis-mining.com, and hey, use the discount code, folks. You got to have a discount, right? Use the discount code WEA296, all right? WEA296. Give you a discount up in there. Anyway, let's get to Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash, symbol BCH, okay? Now, when I told the Inner Circle about, you know, entertaining this because they're going to make another run at it, it went down as low as like $800, you know? I think it even touched $700 in some markets. I got it at $805. All right, big chunk of it. Got it like yesterday. Because I had a feeling. I said, look, I'm gonna hold this and I'm gonna see what's up. I have a feeling that once it starts running, it's gonna continue running. That's exactly what's happening, folks. It's running as we speak. All right? Bitcoin Cash, symbol BCH. Current market capitalization for Bitcoin Cash is $21 billion market capitalization. The current circulating supply for Bitcoin Cash is 16,807,625 Bitcoin Cash in circulation. Folks, in the past 24 hours, Bitcoin Cash has gone up 42.39%. I mean, good God, it's going to go all the way up. I'm telling you, there's a lot of bag holders here. I would entertain a very short-term play in this run, folks, if you're a cryptocurrency investor. Right now, I'm broadcasting. It's 6:49, going to be 6:50 p.m. Central Standard Time on November 17, 2017. It's already gone up 42.39%. I would seriously entertain a move. I don't care how much, even if it's just a little bit. Get a piece of this run. We've got bag holders at $4,000. So you know there's a lot of people holding these bags, baby. And by some chance, these people run this goddamn thing all the way past $4,000, and we go into uncharted territory. Who the hell knows? But remember, it's short term. So don't go to bed at night thinking that that's going to be the way it is in the morning, man. You got to be on this. It's money. Remember, it's currency. Even though it's crypto, it's currency. Money never sleeps. So remember that. As easy as it comes up, it can go all the way down. So you got to be on this. Oh, you understand what I'm saying? You got to be on this. Anyway, folks, the current price for Bitcoin Cash, and I said yesterday, you could have got this yesterday as low as like $790, $800. Yesterday. Right now, today, it is $1,283.93 per Bitcoin Cash cryptocurrency. I mean, good God! Good God! I'm telling you, I'm shooting pearls here. I'm shooting pearls. Anyway, let's go to Litecoin. We saw a small run yesterday on Litecoin, folks. If y'all are holding Litecoin, you were probably heel kicking. Pretty decent run. Symbol for Litecoin is LTC. All right, let's go ahead and get to the market capitalization. Current market cap for Litecoin is $3.5 billion market capitalization. The current circulating supply for Litecoin is 53,870,183 Litecoin in circulation. In the past 24 hours, Litecoin has gone down since its run-up. It's down in the past 24 hours, 5.18% decrease for Litecoin. But we all know, and this is another thing. We're seeing a decrease on Litecoin, even though we saw a run on it yesterday. You could check the charts. And if we see a run on Bitcoin Cash, you better watch your altcoin positions, folks. You understand? All right, I'm not joking. You know, watch your altcoin positions because people are going to be selling. There's been a lot of profits here this week. You got to admit. I've been covering it. If you're listening to the True Capitalist Radio Show, you know what I'm talking about. So what's going to happen is when people start realizing that there's another damn run on Bitcoin Cash, they're going to sell the profits. You're going to see another swing. Watch. Just watch. I know this market like the goddamn back of my head. It's easier to predict than the damn stock market. What's going to happen is people are going to take these profits that they got all week from these altcoins and they're going to put it right back into Bitcoin Cash to try to get on this run. So watch your positions on altcoins, folks, in this weekend. Watch your positions, all right? Because we could see some big swings once again. Remember, this market's fickle. It's very easy to really identify what sets these dumb dorks that pretty much consume the majority of the crypto market off. Anyway, current price for Litecoin, $66.35 per Litecoin, folks. Let's go ahead and get to Dash, all right, symbol DASH. And I want to make a correction. I slipped up a couple of times and called this Dash Coin. Dash Coin is a completely different coin. This is Dash. That's it. Dash. DASH is the symbol. The current market capitalization for Dash is $3.2 billion. And, folks, I've always liked Dash because it's always a steady coin. It's a steady coin for a lot of different factors. It's a very high transaction time, very fast, low circulation. This Dash crypto has been around since the beginning of crypto. It was once Darkcoin. So, it's got some history, and that's why it's a little stable. As a matter of fact, we saw a huge run on it here earlier this week. So that's why if you've been listening to me, if you entertain Dash as a safe haven, a long-term investment, a mining play, you're generously profiting right now. I could tell you that because when I was broadcasting back in April and May of this year, Dash was at $60 or $70, okay? All right, now, the current circulating supply for Dash is 7,694,845 Dash in circulation. Folks, in the past 24 hours, Dash has gone up modestly, 0.66%, but take a listen to this price, okay? Dash's current price is $423.25. I mean, good God! I'm telling you, man, I mean, I'm trying. I told you guys back in April and May. Y'all remember that? I tried to tell you, just like I tried to tell you during the 2010 portion in the beginning of True Capitalist Radio, tried to tell everybody, go into the stock market. You're never going to see Dow Jones Industrials at 8,000 points ever again. Get it and hold it. But did anybody listen? Well, some people did. Props to those that did. Those that didn't, well, that's why you're still living in mommy's basement and, counting the dingleberries in your shit funnel. Stupid idiot. Anyway, once again, Dash, $423.25 per Dash. Let me go ahead and get to Monero. Now, Monero, once again, the only reason I'm covering it is because it is a highly volatile coin. It has given some pretty decent runs, pretty decent volatility. It's definitely a short-term play. I would never entertain a Monero long-term play because, first of all, I don't really like the coin, and secondly, I suspect that the damn creator of the coin is a freaking brony! But the reason I'm covering it is because there is nice action for those pattern and swing traders out there that like to partake in that sort of thing in the crypto markets. Monero, symbol XMR. XMR is Monero. The current market capitalization for Monero is $1.9 billion market capitalization. The current circulating supply for Monero is 685. So it's about 15, almost 15.5 million in circulation. In the past 24 hours, it has gone up 2.54%. The current price for Monero, symbol XMR, current price, $123.81. You know, back in April and May, Monero was like $20. So, just saying. I'm just saying! Let's go ahead and get to Ethereum Classic, folks, symbol ETC. I don't know. We may want to take a look at Ethereum Classic as well. For some reason, I've been seeing a trend that whenever we see a run on Bitcoin Cash, we all of a sudden see a run on Ethereum Classic. I've seen that in several different instances. The past two, specifically, was the huge Bitcoin Cash run, and the last one was when it went up from $600 to $900, which preluded the $4,000 run. So Ethereum Classics, for some reason, is correlated with this trend with Bitcoin Cash going in a positive run, if you will. Just entertain this. Keep an eye on it. I'm not saying to trade it. It's related to Ethereum, for Christ's sake, but I mean, hey, if there's profits, because when Bitcoin Cash was swinging really high, 40, 50, 60% increases, we saw 20, 25, 30% increases in Ethereum Classic. So keep an eye on that. I'm not saying it will happen, but I have seen that trend in the past, so it's something to keep an eye on. ETC is the symbol, $1.6 billion market cap. Current circulating supply for Ethereum Classic is 97,542,898 Ethereum Classic in circulation. In the past 24 hours, it's pretty stale. It's only gone down 0.01%. Current price for Ethereum Classic is $17. $17 for Ethereum Classic. Let's go to my personal favorite, Quantum. And the reason I like Quantum, folks, is because I personally believe that not only does this development team have the inside track with China and their token, which, let me explain why I like Quantum so much. Most of these altcoins that you see are made off the token of Litecoin, or most of the time it's Ethereum. Most of these altcoins are based off of the Ethereum token, which is the Ethereum blockchain, so to speak. remember, all this stuff is open source. So they just take the infrastructure of Ethereum and apply it to their own coin. Quantum was one of them until they made a recent token swap of their seed. Now, what you had to do is you had to swap your Quantum old Ethereum-based token. It was kind of like a hard fork, but the thing is that they didn't want to hard fork Quantum. They just wanted to have a token swap and completely change the token itself. So what it means is Quantum is now its own independent token and its own independent blockchain. And if you download the Quantum Wallet Ignition, you can actually see a template, or kind of a copy, cut and paste type of possible scenario of a actual smart contract. You hear this term smart contracts all the time with Ethereum, and yet I haven't seen one. I haven't seen one legit smart contract. Here with Quantum, they've integrated the possibility of you creating or coding your own smart contract integrated within the wallet. Within the wallet, for Christ's sake, man. So with that being said, man, it's got its own independent token, which I believe, if you want my view, you see in China there is a halt in the ICO and cryptocurrency trading in China. And it's not necessarily the exchanges that are at a halt, it's the ICOs, the initial coin offerings, which you got to be careful with these ICOs, folks. I think it's a very easy way to obtain money and scam a bunch of people. You're seeing them advertised everywhere. Oh, ICO this, ICO that. Well, the Chinese kind of realized this and put a stop to it. Okay, so they stopped allowing ICOs to happen in China because they realized that, there could be a serious problem here because it's a bubble. I mean, how many ICOs can you shove down people's throats before this whole damn thing it's ridiculous. So that's why I'm trying to tell you, folks, Quantum, it's its own independent token, and because it has the inside track with China, if anyone, and I'm speculating this, folks, and look, I've done the research on Quantum, I follow these guys, I know exactly what they're doing. I speculate that Quantum's token will be the exclusive token for any future Chinese ICOs once the Chinese, once the Chinese finally decide what the hell they're going to do with the ICO and crypto exchanges. And moreover, folks, Quantum has taken it to a whole goddamn new level. They're launching satellites into space, for heaven's sake. So, Quantum is the only group, the only coin group that I have found. There's a couple of others, but the only one that I've seen that is actually implementing all their future endeavors and all the things that all these coins talk about on their websites, they're actually doing something to do it. So with that being said, that's why I like Quantum. I think it's the Bitcoin of Asia. And if you want my personal opinion, I don't think it's just going to be exclusive to Asia too. So be on the lookout for Quantum, man. I think people I think if you want a long-term investment to entertain, that could potentially get to Bitcoin Cash levels in the next few years, or maybe sooner, depending on a lot of different factors. Check out Quantum. Let's go ahead and get to it. QTUM is the symbol. QTUM is the symbol. Current market capitalization for Quantum is $969 million market capitalization. The current circulating supply. I'm multitasking here, right? The current circulating supply, for Christ's sake, 73,668,784 Quantum, In the past 24 hours, it's gone up 2.46% increase. And let me tell you, when I started covering quantum, when I came back, quantum was at $9.50, all right? $9.50. All right, current price for quantum, symbol QTUM, current price, $13.16. All right? All right, $13.16 per quantum, baby. I'm just saying, man. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to Zcash, folks. I like Zcash. Once again, low circulation. I like the blockchain it's using. It's somewhat private, not entirely private, but more private than most coins. And moreover, you got a lot of big Wall Street money backing this one up. Once again, Zcash, ZEC. The current market capitalization for Zcash is $760 million market capitalization. The current circulating supply for Zcash is 2,642,944. I mean, a little over 2.5 million in circulation. Low circulation, man. Low circulation. So with that being said, let's continue going here. The past 24 hours, Zcash has gone down somewhat, 1.74%, but it's always stable. This is another one of those stable coins that if all else fails and everything's going down, this won't go down too terribly much in a downturn. Current price for Zcash is $287.82 per Zcash coin, baby. All right? Now, let's continue going here, folks. Now, we're seeing a lot of red. We're starting to see a lot of red in the altcoins now. It's starting, all right? It is happening. So everybody, keep an eye on your positions. That's all I'm saying. Once again, let's get to EOS, folks. Remember, I covered this one, Wednesday? And the reason I'm covering this one is because we've seen an unbelievable run. I can't really pinpoint where exactly and why exactly this run is even happening, but it's an unbelievable run. I'm glad I caught some of it. EOS, of course, symbol is EOS. The current market capitalization for EOS is $820 million market cap. The current circulating supply for EOS is 482,562,998 EOS in circulation. In the past 24 hours, it has gone up 3.69%, and it just keeps going up. I don't get it. I mean, folks, I was pattern and swing trading EOS when it was like 50 cents. I'm not even joking around. So anyway, EOS current price $1.70. All right. Anyway, we're running low on time here. I want to get to one last coin, and this coin, folks, I want to say ahead of time, is our coin. It is Ghosts and the Inner Circle's coin. I'm telling you, the Inner Circle, we're big-time players in crypto. This is our coin. We're the official spokespeople of 42 Coin, and I can say this, and there's no BS. This is an unbelievable. This is a fact. Now, with that being said, folks, the reason I want to bring up 42 Coin, and the symbol on 42 Coin is 42. Okay. 42 Coin. Once again, let me explain 42 Coin's reasoning and what it is. First of all, 42 Coin is already all mined. Okay. It's already all mined. There's only 42 coins in existence. And the reason I like this play, because it's a hedge. And take a look, every time you see a contraction in the crypto markets, take a look at 42 Coin. And you'll see some increases because people are starting to recognize that 42 Coin is a hedge in times of downturns in the cryptocurrency market. Aside from that, folks, it's not a bad day trading play. I mean, it's not a bad day trading play whatsoever. The swings on these things can go from 1,000, 2,000, on a day's swing. Because there's 42 coins. There's only 42 coins in mine. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to buy a whole 42 coin. 42 coin is obviously broken down into, small fractions, and you pay based upon how much the actual coin is going for, etc. And the reason that I'm going to promote this now is because I'm giving, right now, this is exclusive, all right? This is exclusive. I can't say what exchange, but I can tell you that in the near future, 42 coin is going to be put on one of the major exchanges. And when that happens, folks, that's pretty much what brings a coin going up about 40 or 50%. Aside from that, this coin is about, look, I shouldn't even be going into it, man. We got a whole bunch of things planned for this coin. And I have never steered anybody wrong. As a matter of fact, every piece of financial advice I've given on this broadcast, I've done so with the intention of helping people and making people money. I've given information out for free. Okay, that's what I've done. I've been doing it for 10 years on this broadcast. If you want to consider an investment in crypto for the long term, I would strongly advise you, because I have a vested interest, not just the fact that I own a piece of the coin. We are the coin now. You understand? Ghost and, the inner circle. And if you're a part of the capitalist army, you're going to be a part of the coin now. I mean, there's only 42 coins in existence. And what I'm saying to you here, and I can't say too much because I don't want to throw a whole pump on the damn coin. If I said what I know, and look, this is legit, folks. I mean, I'm on Skype with the creators of the coin, and I can't say the name of the exchanges. And I mean, we're doing major business. So I'm just telling everybody out there, if you want a piece of something that may blow up, because remember, there's only 42 coins in this particular coin. The market cap is only $465,469. Now, there should be no reason why 42 coin is not $1 million plus market capitalization, if not more. There should be no reason why 42 coin is not $1 million a coin. Now, why do I say that? Because they're stupid, idiot meme coins that got hundreds of millions of dollars in market capitalization. That's ridiculous. I mean, it's not even a legitimate investment. 42 coin is a legitimate long-term investment. I'm not taking any of what I've gotten 42 coin, I'm not putting it anywhere. As a matter of fact, day by day, myself and the inner circle are trying to obtain more and more and more of it so that we could potentially have a good portion of the coin, so that when other people use it as a hedge, the price is just going to go up and everyone that's holding the coin is going to be happy. You understand? I mean, I'm just saying, if you have never listened to Ghost at all, this is something you need to listen to Ghost about, all right? Obtaining, I don't know, $100, $200, I don't care how much it is. Have a piece of 42 coin before it blows up in 2018. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm personally involved with this coin, and I'm going to make sure that this coin is a successful coin and is a legit hedge. I mean, take a look. Once again, only 42 coins in circulation. Only 42. The current price for 42 coin right now is $11,075.70. And if you want my opinion, I think that's dirt cheap for this coin. I think it's dirt cheap. I mean, you've got freaking Bitcoin. They're talking about it going to $10,000, $15,000, $100,000 for Bitcoin. I mean, as of right now, Bitcoin, there's 16.5, almost 16.6 million Bitcoins in circulation right now. And if all of them are worth, $10,000, $100,000, and what the hell? I mean, give me a break. Here, 42. It's all mine. It's all there. Once again, if you've never listened to Ghost, entertain some 42 coin, folks. I'm not joking around. I'm personally involved with this coin, and we're going to be put on some exchanges that's going to pop this mother, you know what. Anyway, with that being said, folks, let's go ahead and end the cryptocurrency coverage. Let me tell you, I didn't mean to get so long-winded about it, but, folks, there's a lot of money to be made in this cryptocurrency market, and I'm trying to get people in the direction of entertaining this to put as a part of their portfolio, for heaven's sake, man. I mean, this is how you continue to live a good and pleasant lifestyle. You got to earn that, boy. You got to go out and find that, boy. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to stocks and commodities before we run out of time, folks. Now, we're continuing to see some red here this week because of the uncertainty of the debates that are happening in Washington, D.C. about the damn tax cuts, folks. And to be honest with you, the people on Wall Street are a little uncertain on whether or not these tax cuts are actually going to pass. They obviously passed the House yesterday. That was a big deal. The problem is that the House's deal does not have the lifting of the Obamacare mandate, which I believe is an integral part of this whole tax cut process. Because as I stated, folks, this whole tax cut, it should include Obamacare because Obamacare is a tax, okay? It's a tax. That's how the Supreme Court defined it, and that's how they made it legal because they said it was a tax, even though that dumbass Obama and everybody else on the Democratic side said it wasn't. But what Obamacare did was outprice unskilled labor out the market because if anyone, I mean, even if they wanted to hire somebody to flip burgers, if they were to hire them for over 40 hours a week, that's a full-time job. And based on the law, you have to pay, or not only pay that employee a minimum wage, but you got to purchase their health insurance. You got to purchase their health insurance, and that's what outpriced unskilled full-time labor out of the market was Obamacare. And I guarantee you, we lift this Obamacare mandate, we're going to start seeing people that are in poverty, people that are in black ghettos, Mexican barrios, white trailer parks. We're going to be seeing these people. We're going to be seeing these people all of a sudden finding jobs. All of a sudden finding jobs. And the reason is because there's no longer that deterrent. And let me tell you, I'm an employer. And once this Obamacare is lifted, I'm going to be hiring. I'm going to be hiring full-time work. As a matter of fact, before Obamacare, there was a lot of overtime work. Which means that after 40 hours, you collect time and a half. Whatever your base wage is, whatever your base hourly wage is, you get that plus another half of that wage for every hour you go over. Because the cost of having to maintain your 40-hour employee by burdening the cost of their health care exceeds them even being a full-time employee, let alone paying them overtime. So with that being said, folks, that's why I'm telling you we need this Obamacare mandate lift as a part of this deal. I mean, we have to. We absolutely have to. It will help the poor instantaneously. The poor will be able to go and get full-time work. Full-time work with the possibility of overtime. You have to understand, with that type of work, when you have the ability to work overtime, you pay your sustainable living, whether it's your house, your clothing, your food, your transportation, you pay that with your base 40-hour pay. And then everything after 40 hours is pretty much what you go out and leisure on. Go out to eat, go to a movie. You know, go have a beer or two, go to a bar, whatever the case might be. But you see, that's why in Obama, during the Obama administration, you didn't see too much of that because Obamacare outpriced unskilled labor out of the market. And what did they do? They ended up on welfare, food stamps, etc. That's why I don't mean to go off on that tirade about that. We definitely need that Obamacare mandate lift, all right? Because if we don't, I think that we still have a major problem in the employment market, even though we're going to have tax relief on a corporate level and maybe even have the encouraging written into the tax law of hiring. I mean, man, the companies, especially small businesses, cannot afford to purchase health care for their employees unless, of course, they're at a health risk type occupation. And if they're at a health risk type occupation, then they're probably getting paid a wage where, you know, and not to mention their services supersede of health care and wage, which are people that are in high risk jobs like, you know, hazmat, you know, these types of people. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to the stock market, folks. That's why we're seeing red today in the stocks. Investors want to see something going on. We get a tax cut, and we get a tax cut passed by both the Senate and the House. They both agree on everything. Watch this goddamn stock market go up 500 points. All right? I'm not even joking around. We get a tax cut, and by God, these idiots in the Senate, they better get their heads out of their ass. But, man, and not to mention the House, when it goes back to them, because the Senate is going to add on the Obamacare mandate lift, when it goes back to the House, these sons of bitches better vote on it. I mean, they're only hurting the poor by doing this. That's what they're only hurting the damn poor, for Christ's sake. Hey, engineer, what the hell are you doing? What the hell you think? You're dropping everything. Y'all hear that? This idiot. Hey, wake up! Wake up! Jesus, you're bumbling all over the place, for Christ's sake, man. Anyway, sorry, folks. Let me get through this goddamn market here. Wake up! Jesus, man. Now I'm all flustered. You know, got my production notes. Anyway, let's go to Dow Jones Industrial. All right, it was down, folks, 100 points today. All right, percentage decrease of 0.43%, closing out the Dow Jones Industrial at 23,358.24 points for the Dow Jones Industrial. Let's get to the S&P. S&P 500 is also down 6.79 points, a percentage decrease of 0.26%, closing out the S&P at 2,578.85 points for the S&P 500. We've got the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is also down, folks, 10.50 points, a percentage decrease of 0.15%, closing out the NASDAQ at 6,782.79 points for the NASDAQ. Now, let's go ahead and get through these commodities really quick, folks, because we're running out of time. I had to do a lot of explaining a bunch of stuff during the crypto portion of the hour, so let's get to it here. All right, let's get to energy. Let's get to commodities. We're seeing a run on oil. Whatever this run is, it's definitely a reaction to what's going on in the Middle East. Even though they're claiming that there's a huge oil or gas reserve, oil reserve supply, this damn WTI and Brent keep going up, man. So let's get to it. WTI sweet crude is up today, $1.41 increase, a percentage increase of 2.56% increase on the day, closing out WTI sweet crude at $56.55 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. Brent crude also up today, folks, $1.36, a percentage increase of 2.22%, closing out Brent crude at $62.72 per barrel of Brent crude oil. So you know that gasoline is going up, folks. Gasoline up 1.81% increase. Natural gas also up, folks, 1.44% increase. And heating oil, what did I tell you all about heating oil? It's an every-year play, folks. I'm telling you, once that Arctic front comes into the United States, you better start entertaining a heating oil play, ETF, something, future something. Heating oil is up 2.34% increase on the day. Let's go ahead and get to the metals, shall we? The metals! Let's get to the goddamn metals! Gold is up considerably today, folks. We're approaching 1,300. We're approaching 1,300. A lot of uncertainty going on. Not to mention the tax cuts aren't making the Wall Street guys feel very good. So what are they going to do? They're going to resort to the old security blanket, metals. Let's get to gold. Gold is up today, $18.30 increase, a percentage increase of 1.43% increase on the day. Closing out gold at $1,296.50 per troy ounce of gold. By God, did you see silver? Silver's about $16.90 yesterday, day before yesterday. Today it's much different. Today it's up 30 cents, a percentage increase of 1.76%, closing out silver at $17.37 per troy ounce of silver. We've also got copper up today, 0.63%, and platinum is up 1.99% increase on the day for platinum. Good God. Let's get to the grain, shall we? We're seeing increases in these goddamn commodities. I'm wondering if this has a lot to do with the new trade agreements between the United States and Asian countries and China. Lest we forget, folks, that when we saw the president of China the last time, he actually came to the United States and visited the heartland. Now, why in the hell would the president of China visit the heartland? This was about 2010, 2011. Because he was negotiating pre-buying yields of crop before the crop was even yielded. So that's why we're seeing a whole bunch of increases within the past 8 years. All right, we've seen massive increases on commodities. I mean, have you tried to buy pecans for pecan pie? Since we're so close to Thanksgiving, have you tried to? Everybody's got to have pecan pie. You know it, I know. Everybody loves pecan pie. Have you tried to buy pecans, for Christ's sake? It's like buying gold, man. It's like a little crappy can for like $8. And I come from the state that produces the majority of pecans in the world, and I'm still getting charged that crap. Why? Because the Chinese have pre-bought the yields of pecans. They love pecans out there in China. And there's over 1 billion people they got to feed out there in China. So anyway, let's get to corn. Corn is up 1.72%. Wheat is up 1.26%. Oats is down 1.80%. Rough rice is up 0.99%. Soybean is up 1.90%. Soybean oil is unchanged today. Canola is up 0.39% increase. Let's get to the softs. Cocoa, which is the base for chocolate, down modestly, 0.42% decrease. Coffee,
hey, dude, just don't talk to me. Don't talk to me unless I have my coffee, dude.
Shut up, you fruit! And by the way, I'd like to take this time right now to remind everybody, boycott Starbucks! Boycott Starbucks! Coffee is down today, 2.23%. Sugar is up 0.72%. Orange juice, and like I said, if we see some Arctic weather go down to Florida and it ruins that orange crop, baby, take a look at those orange juice futures. I'm just saying. They're up 0.42%, orange juice. Cotton is up 0.25%. Lumber is down 2.22%. Woo! We got rubber up 0.37% and ethanol up 1.80%. Let's get to livestock. Live cattle is down, and I hope it keeps going down, baby. I'm getting me like a 4-inch thick-cut T-bone steak for damn Thanksgiving, all right, on top of a damn bird. How you like that? How you like me now? I'm a capitalist, baby. I'm a capitalist. Live cattle is down 0.36%. Cattle feeder is down also 1.41%. And lean hog, everybody's going to have a lot of ham bone this damn Thanksgiving, so I think that's why it's up. It is up 0.75% increase. And that, my friends, is the markets for your ass, all right? By the way, we are now in the second hour of the True Capitalist radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me, all right? Before we get started on Gab Shout Outs, I'd like to remind everybody that we've got some Gab swag, folks. And, look, it's only for a limited time. All right, I mean, these shirts are only for a limited time. The mugs, stickers, we got all kinds of swag. If you like Radio Graffiti, hook this up. All right, let me go ahead. Look at my Gab.
Blog Talk Radio. Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. Please hold and you will be able to listen to the show.
Black Friday, I'm taking these shirts down. The one I just posted is the Radio Graffiti swag, and then I'm going to post the True Capitalist Radio swag, baby. If you want to show everybody that you listen to the underground of underground broadcast on the internet, who's been going for 10-plus years, who gives the straight political dope, and is a capitalist, baby, well, then take a look at my Gab. Take a look at my Gab right now. There it is, True Capitalist Radio swag, baby. Yeah! Yeah, be proud to be a capitalist. It also has on the back, folks, Ghost in real big letters, baby. So when you're walking down the street and people are looking at you from the back, they're going to say, hey, Ghost, Ghost, Ghost. They're going to think you're me, baby. They're going to think you're me. Anyway, take a look at the Gab. And take a look at the shirts. And by the way, let me get a drink of beer here, for Christ's sake, man. I'm just letting my goddamn German beer stay here and get warm, for Christ's sake. Let me get a drink. As a matter of fact, I want to say cheers first and foremost to everyone out there who's a capitalist throughout the internet and throughout the world. I want to say cheers to you, all right? Because without capitalists, these governments wouldn't be anything. Do you understand that? Us capitalists, we own these people in government. We pay taxes. We own them. They belong to us. And we need to recognize that as capitalists, folks. And I'm not kidding around about it. All right? I am not kidding around. Anyway, cheers to the capitalists throughout the internet and throughout the world, baby. Cheers. Cheers. I'm telling you, man, German beers. I'm going to miss them. I'm going to miss them, man. I'm telling you, the Euro-cucks are acting like they're going to stop trade, and they're building their own military and all this crap. I'll miss those German beers, boy. I'm telling you that right now. Stupid Euro-cucks. Anyway, engineer, are you okay? I mean, you know, you're dropping crap all over the place. I mean, look, it's a freaking mess here. Jesus Christ. Anyway, are there any Gab shout-outs to be had, engineer? Jesus Christ, stop whining. All right, you got a job to do. All right. Anyway, today, True Capitalist Radio now live. If you like that post right now, I will give you a Gab shout-out live right here on the broadcast, right here and now. Let's go ahead and get to it. All right, you want to hear some Gab shout-outs? Huh? You want to hear? Well, we're going to get to it right now. What's going on to Hambone Capitalist? What's going on to Norwegian Capitalist? What's going on to Spark Synapse? What's going on to Kush in the house? Eagle Cock 17 says, what's going on, man? We got J-Man Capitalist. Who else do we have here, for Christ's sake? We got Pickles. What's going on to Mr. Pickles? We got, who is this? Fight me at Esquire Tavern. Man, Esquire Tavern is where all the freaking hipsters hang out, you little fruit bowl. I mean, how the hell am I going to distinguish you out, huh, boy? You going to be the guy with the beard? That's all those fruit bowls out there. Anyway, we got Supa in the house. We got Ghost's Bald Spot. Ah, yeah, here we go. Here we go with the bald jokes. All right, look, shut up, all right? You all just shut up. Who else do we have here? We got Ghost versus Conor McGregor. Are you kidding me? It wouldn't even be a contest, man. I'd slap him around, and he'd pass out. Are you kidding me? The guy's, what is he? What is he, 5'5" or something, $150? Are you kidding me? I'm 6'2", for Christ's sake, man. I'm not joking. I'm kicking ass out. I kick people's asses for fun. I get into bar brawls for fists right now. I put them in my pockets, and I go walk on the streets of San Antonio right now. They will arrest me for illegally carrying lethal weapons. I'm not joking. So don't come at me, boy. Don't you dare come at me. The cool AIDS man. The cool AIDS man. That's not even funny. That's not even funny, man. That's not funny at all. Jesus, the cool AIDS man. We got DeLorean Jackson in the house. We got Hall of Hambone King. What the hell is that supposed to mean? What is this 6'2" stack of shit? You son of a bitch! Yeah, you're talking a lot of garbage on the internet, man. Why don't you come down here to San Antonio? All right, come down here to San Antonio and try to say that crap, boy. Are you kidding me? Man, I guarantee you wouldn't come down here talking that crap. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. Anyway, we got Silent Capitalist in the house. Who else we got here? We got the... I'm not saying that stupid name. I'm telling you, man. Here's more bald jokes. Here's more bald jokes. Beer's out for Ghost. Beer's out for Ghost. What the... Are you trying to make that reference with Harambe? Penis out for Harambe? I know what you're talking about. Just shut up, you sick troll. The Moore Master? The Moore Master? Is that Roy Moore? You son of a... Stop it! Stop it! Yeah, I see you all going after Roy Moore. How come y'all are not going after that goddamn disgusting liberal Al Franco and a woman who's a slave? How come you're not going after that bastard? Because I wouldn't be surprised if you idiots out here that are on this gab that are trying to troll me with these goddamn names, I've said it all this time. I would not be surprised if you sorry sacks of crap were being paid by the DNC right now. Jesus, give me a... I would not be surprised. I've been saying this for years. Give me my drink, for Christ's sake. Ghosts? Oh, don't make fun of my inner circle, you... Hey, we kicked out all the potholes, all right? We kicked out all the potholes out of the circle. The inner circle is pothole free. It's full of neg holes. The inner circle is full of... So don't you go there. Don't you even... Give me the mic. Don't you go there, you sack of crap. You people are just envious that you ain't a part of the inner circle, boy. That's it. That's all there is. You are envious. You're envious, and you know it, and I know it. Christ, who else do we have going on over here, for heaven's sake? We got trans pickle canes. What the hell does that mean? What the hell that means? We got chemotherapy made ghost bald. Look, assholes, I am not bald. I'm not bald. Okay? Jesus Christ. There's BN King. What's going on? There's Twilly Atkins. There's Jenda Voorhees. Oh yeah, here come the inner circle. Look, don't make fun of the inner circle, all right? You piece of crap. You understand that? You understand that? Oh my God. Who else do we have here? We got MGTOW Ghost. I'm not MGTOW. Don't mix me with MGTOW. If you want my personal opinion, MGTOW guys are, they're secretly on Grindr or on Craigslist or something. I'm sorry, man. Don't get me wrong. I understand that modern women out here are a bunch of crap, but, you still need to find a way to penetrate that perimeter, sir. Just saying. All right? Get a little, step your game up is all. Step your game up, step your chain up. Who else do we got here? We got Taco Capitalist. We've got Ham Jews for Ghost. What the hell does that mean, man? Ham Jews. Ghost wears heels. I don't wear freaking heels. Shut up! I wear boots, boy. What are you talking about? You understand? I'm from Texas. We wear boots, for Christ. You come down here and shove a boot in your ass so far, you'll be shitting leather for the next 10 years of your life. The hell you talking about? The Texas pause holders. Are you talking about the Texas martyrs? You piece of crap! Is that what you're talking about? I've told all of you, sorry, Texas martyrs. Don't you dare make fun of the Texas martyrs. Don't you dare. Give me the mic. Look, man, I'm not joking around. I'm going to end this broadcast if you idiots continue on this way. I'm going to be honest. I don't even really want to be broadcasting right now. It's Baller Friday, man. I could be out kicking back, having freaking margaritas somewhere while having some Mexican sluts, shake their asses to, what's that, Papacito or whatever that stupid Justin Bieber song is. But no, I'm talking with you autist, you Asperger, you tards, you trolls, and all the rest of you people. And if you happen to be a legitimate listener to the broadcast, I'm sorry. My apologies, for Christ's sake. But you're listening to the Gab Shout Outs. Jesus. I need a shot. I need a freaking shot. I'm not even joking. Give me a shot, for Christ's sake. Give me a shot. Pour me a shot, engineer. Jesus Christ, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, people are pissing me off. You people are driving me to drink. People are driving me to drink. And what the hell is this? What the hell? Somebody just look at my Gab. Check out my Gab. What do we got? I don't wear high heel cat fruits. All right. I don't know where you got that. That's not me. Shut up. Do you have my freaking shot, engineer? God damn it. Then give it to me, for Christ. Give me a shot. Give me a shot. You know what? I'm gonna shoot this shot right here. What the hell is this? What'd you get? What'd you pour me? What is this? What is this? Macallan, aged 18 years. All right. It's pretty expensive. You go into the expensive stuff, engineer. Jesus. Either way, nice double cask. Smells excellent. I want to say, first and foremost, cheers to the real fans of the True Capitalist radio broadcast, and not you freaking trolls! Cheers to you. you all. You're the reason why I keep doing this broadcast. Cheers, baby. Cheers, all right? Whoo! Sweet. Oh. Yeah. Pizzagate. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Creamy butterscotch, hints of apple, a little bit of orange, delicious on the palate, a little bit of honey, slight bits of citrus and spices, a little bit of caramel. I can feel the oak lingering on the palate as well. And there might be a tad bit of sherry. Is that for real? Is that for real there, engineer? All right. Well, that was good. I'm glad I took that shot. I feel a little right when I took it. I feel a little better. I was like, woo, yeah. All right. Now we're celebrating Baller Friday, boy. All right, who do we got here? I'm taking a couple more of these Gab Shout Outs. And then my Gab Shout Out. What's going on to my Gab Shout Out? There's Blood Fart. What's going on to Blood Fart? Ghost Wears Prada, asshole. Shut up, man. Who else do we have here? We got Come Over Here and Sit on My Albin. Man, you fucking... You all shut up. On that note, no more Gab Shout Outs. I know what you sons of bitches mean by that, you son of a... Look, that's it. That's it. No more Gab Shout-Outs. You want your Gab Shout-Outs on this Baller Friday, since y'all are a bunch of ungrateful troll, autist-aspy bastards, you can take it, put it in a pickle rick, and shove it up your ass. Give me the mic. Give me I'm telling you, sons of bitches are all tough over the internet, man. You're all tough over the goddamn internet. Son of a bitch. Wait a minute. No way. This is not somebody wearing the Radiol Graffiti shirt, man. No way. No way. Look at my Gab. Check out my Gab right now. Politics. There's no way. No way. No. There's no way somebody like that is wearing the Radiol Graffiti t-shirt. Don't you dare. Look at my Gab! Check out my Gab! I just reposted it, man! Alright, I'm done. Give me the mic. I'm not paying attention to Gab anymore, man. I'm not paying attention. You people are becoming a bunch of pricks. And you obviously are trying to perturb me on this Baller Friday, man. And you know what? You're doing a damn good job of it. You stupid, dumb, idiot, useless, Asperger, autist, living with mammy, four-eyed, freckled face, Pop-Tart crumbs on the keyboard, pieces of goddamn trash. I don't even want to do this broadcast. I'm going to be honest with you, man. I don't even want to do this broadcast. I kind of want to just end the show now. You know, I'm not joking, man. I mean, how is this supposed to give me decent morale? How is this supposed to be decent morale out here? Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Let me take a couple of breaths, man. Just calm my ass down. That better not be somebody who really has a Radiol Graffiti shirt and went to a party and sported themselves like that. I hope you're not. I mean, don't represent true capitalist radio like a slovenly piece of trash. All right? Please don't. Please don't. Anyway, look, I'm not paying attention to Gab. I got production notes. That I've handwritten here. Let's go ahead and talk about President Donald Trump, all right? That puts everybody in a good mood, huh? That puts everybody in a better mood, for Christ's sake. Let me tell you something. Donald Trump, I mean, this is the best president in American history, hands down. I mean, I don't know what else to say about the man, and yet you have every media outlet out here the so-called mainstream media spewing out lies, slanderous lies, pure crap about the man. This is one of the most successful trips an American president has ever conducted in Asia. He literally negotiated $250 billion off of the $550 billion that we have in an annual trade deficit. He went to APEC and told all those Asian countries that you're not going to be able to take advantage of the United States anymore and that we are going to renegotiate every trade deal. And the Chinese were like, oh, well, of actual Chinese people on the street of China, asking them about their perspective of Trump. And take a look at what the Chinese say about Trump, all right? All right, take a look. They respect for our president than half the scumbags in this country that he leads. Do you understand? Asia respects strength. And Donald Trump showed strength beyond strength. And they felt it. Look at my gap. Check out my gap. Look at that video right there. Actual Chinese saying that Trump has made America that much better in the eyes of the Chinese people. And they said they never respected Obama. That's why they had him exit out the ass of Air Force One when Obama went to Beijing the last time. Asia respects strength, and that's what Donald Trump showed. Once Donald Trump, remember he went to Europe, went to visit NATO, went to visit all these ridiculous European Eurocuck institutions. You notice that they didn't like his strength in Europe, didn't they? They didn't like his strength. Oh, no, Donald Trump, he's not doing things the way we want him, no. We want to talk, we want to debate. We want to sit around and have coffee and talk about nothing and go over and over and let the people suffer. That's what we want. Yeah. I'm not joking around, man. The Asian community, all right? The Asian community respects Donald Trump more than Europe and half of America. I mean, don't you think that what? I mean, we couldn't even negotiate with Asia in the 60s. Do you understand that? Nobody in Asia liked America. So that's why I'm saying, man, I mean, this was the most successful trip of a U.S. president in Asia that anyone has ever taken. And does he get any freaking respect about it? Absolutely not. I mean, do you understand what that chopping off $250 billion off of the $550 billion annual trade deficit that we have with China? You know how much of a shot in the arm that's going to be for this country, on top of the tax cuts, on top of the potential repeal of Obamacare? It's going to be the 80s if you agree with the 80s. No, excuse me, if you agree that the 80s was the bastion of capitalism at the time. Everybody was rich. If you were an adult in the 80s, you know what I'm talking about, man. Everybody was rich. Everybody had money. I mean, just take a look at 80s movies. It's a completely different America than it is today, especially if you grew up during the Obama administration. Trump is going to make it better than the 80s, folks. I guarantee it, man. And that's why he's hitting the ground running. When he came back to the United States after the 12-day tour in Asia, he went right to D.C. and said, hey, look, we have to pass this tax cut. We have to do it. It's the most significant tax cut in a generation. And everyone's having a big hoopla about how the fact that the corporate tax cut is going to go down to 20%. For instance, right now, corporations write off, depending on where you're at income-wise for a corp, anywhere from 30 to 35, and you start writing off from there, 20%. And folks, he also is going to provide incentives to make sure that Americans are employed, that we're employing our veterans. We're doing lots of different things to help boost the economic productivity of every person in this country. What Donald Trump is doing is what I have advocated on this broadcast for the past 10 years. Capitalists don't want handouts. They want opportunity. All right? Wealth was not built with handouts. It was built with opportunity, and that's exactly what Donald Trump is laying forth with his Make America Great Again economic policy. And that's why I'm telling you folks, I mean, we on the Trump train, we have to continue to be as just steadfast, as loyal, as politically hardcore as we were in 2016, folks. I mean, that's what this whole Roy Moore situation is all about. All right? All right, let's talk a little bit about Roy Moore. They're criticizing Donald Trump because he's silent on Roy Moore. Silent on Roy Moore? Are you kidding me? I mean, you've got Al Franken, and let's go ahead and get to Al Franken at the same time. We're gonna do a dual subject situation here. Al Franken, okay, not only did this man was he alleged to have made some sexual abuse towards a woman, and if you don't know the story, folks, this woman, who was once, I believe, a former comedian, and I guess she's a anchor woman at some West Coast affiliate somewhere. Well, this woman went on a USO tour to entertain our troops out there in the Middle East. And she was a part of a consortium of different entertainers, you know, comedians, singers, etc., that were, you know, put on military planes to go into Iraq and these places to entertain the troops. And part of this troop of people that were flown in to entertain the troops was Al Franken. Okay? Now, Al Franken was, I guess, invited there. I don't know why. He's always been, unless we forget, folks, he was one of the original Saturday Night Live writers. So it's no coincidence why Saturday Night Live always tries to go after Donald Trump, demean Trump, his family, etc. I mean, Al Franken, that was his original job. He was a writer for Saturday Night Live. Now, on this USO trip in which Franken is alleged to have had this, sexual abuse encounter, this woman says that Al Franken decided that he was going to take it upon himself to write a comedy script since he's a writer. And in this comedy script, he, of course, had this woman who looked fairly attractive at that time. She still doesn't look that bad now. Obviously way over the league of this manlet Al Franken. What is he, 5'5", 5'6"? Of course this manlet has to get close or touch a woman like this by utilizing the sick, twisted method that, yeah, I'm Al Franken, and I'm going to have to write a script, and, yeah, right. He writes the script, and in the script he writes that this woman has to kiss him. He writes that this woman has to kiss him, and then Al Franken says, not only do we have to do this, we have to rehearse. I think we should rehearse like several times. And the woman was like, no, I don't think we need to rehearse. It's just a kiss. I get it. And no, we have to rehearse the kiss so that, the audience, the audience gets the best of it. And she said that she unwillingly did it once. And then when she did it, this guy literally took his hand, put it behind her head, and started shoving her head into his face. And she said that he had like a slimy, disgusting mouth, and he attempted to force his tongue down this woman's mouth. Okay? And on top of all that, all right, when they were getting airplaned out of there, apparently, I guess because Al Franken thought he built rapport by forcefully trying to impose himself on a predator on this woman, he decided to take a picture of himself looking like one of the most creepiest perverts I have ever seen, take a picture of himself grabbing this woman's breasts. And let me go ahead, take a look at my Gab right now. I just reposted that photo of Al Franken trying to grab the breastises of this woman he had sexually harassed on this USO trip. And that's the thing. Is this what you're thinking about doing, Al Franken, when you're being arrogant to entertain the troops in Iraq, you sick son of a bitch? I mean, this is what you're thinking? This is what you're thinking? This is rational for you? Oh, my God, folks. Anyway, look. The reason I bring up Al Franken, and take a look at the Gab right now, folks. I mean, he's got a picture of him, creepiest face ever. You've probably already seen this picture, but if you haven't, please look at it. The guy's looking at the camera like, hey, I'm grabbing her boobies. I'm Al Franken. I'm grabbing her boobies. Good God. And yeah, it's okay. They're Democrats, right? Al Franken, he's obviously admitted guilt, and he just said, what, just like Kevin Spacey, huh? I guess it works for these liberals, huh?
I'm sorry, I didn't really remember it like that. But if it did happen like that, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know. Thought you liked being sexually harassed. I don't know.
Meanwhile, they put this whole new standard for Roy Moore, okay? And there's not one shred of evidence of any kind that directly implicates Roy Moore in these improprieties that he's alleged to have made. Here you've got documented evidence. You've got a picture of Al Franken violating this woman while she's asleep, and yet they don't even want to let Moore a part of this election. I mean, there's a good chance, folks, that Alabama will elect Roy Moore and look past all this fake news BS. And you want to know why they're trying to stop Roy Moore, folks? I'm telling you this right now, recognizes that they are in trouble and that the American voter does not want them in power any longer, that the American voter does not want, quote, experienced politicians which have done nothing but brought us into the current predicament that we are now in. And that's why the establishment is going as far as suggesting that even if Roy Moore wins the election that the people voted for, that they are going to move to attempt to expel Roy Moore as he's entering into the Senate. Basically nullifying the people's vote, folks. And that's what this is all about. Whether Roy Moore is guilty or not, if he's found guilty in a court of law, if he's found guilty, then we kick him out of goddamn Senate and we go back to Alabama and we vote again. We cannot allow these scumbags, these swamp scum in Washington, D.C. set new standards and negate the people's vote. And while they did this, I think that they accidentally put their hand in a mousetrap, because now it's come out that there are a lot of sexual abusers and sexual harassers in the swamp itself. Congressmen have been harassing other congresswomen for years. Other pages, if you're not familiar with what a congressional page is, it's these teenage boys that are used by Congress for, I guess, office type of activities and running bills from one place to another, whatever these congressional pages do. And lest we forget, there was a person who actually spearheaded legislation against pedophiles and those who preyed on children that was actually found to have been molesting pages as a congressman. So, with that being said, folks, in the past 10 years, it has come out that our tax dollars were being used, unbeknownst to us, to settle sexual harassment and sexual abuse litigation that were put forth by congressmen in Congress. And you see, all that information, it's not public. Why can't we have that information public? And you know who's trying to make that information public? a couple of bull dykes trying to pass legislation and tack on another bureaucracy on it. Typical leftists. But, I mean, how can the Congress set a standard that they can't live up to themselves? And I want to be perfectly honest with you folks. I personally believe if Roy Moore was really a pedophile and really molested young girls, I think that they would have accepted him in the club in Washington. I mean, how many more congressmen do we have to expose as goddamn pedophiles before we start realizing that this may be the happenstance in Washington, D.C., lest we forget Pizzagate, that these mainstream media folk and everyone else is trying to put into the back burner in the realms of conspiracy. Okay? If Roy Moore was a real child molester, they would have said, "Welcome to the club, boy." And if you don't believe me, why don't you take a look at all the damn child molesters that have been busted out of Congress? I mean, a former Speaker of the House, Henry Hyde, okay, former Speaker of the House, look this up, he was the Speaker of the House, found that he was molesting children his whole goddamn life. I mean, give me a break, man. That's why I'm saying you've got to be speculative when it comes to the damn Congress, these assholes in the swamp, when they're trying to project something on someone, they're probably guilty of it themselves. And that's what we're finding here. Okay? I mean, look at Al Franken. I mean, you know, Al Franken, there's actually a footage of this asshole standing up and chastising the Republicans for not backing up some sexual abuse legislation. And this guy had the audacity to say that women are preyed upon and no one cares and and he's doing the exact same crap. And folks, I mean, aren't we seeing like a epidemic of women coming out and just naming everybody now as sexual abusers? You know, I mean, the Weinstein thing, I mean, you got George H.W. Bush. Had you heard George Bush Sr.? I mean, there's women coming out left and right for this asshole. I mean, there's an eighth woman to come out for George H.W. Bush, the leader of the fucking Bush crime family, excuse my French. All the Hollywood people, Spacey, I mean, even Sylvester Stallone. Even Sylvester Stallone now, baby. I mean, come on. I mean, haven't you noticed, folks, that the majority of these people that are being called out for sexual harassment, sexual abuse, haven't you noticed that it comes mostly on the left? That these folks that were on the left that were touting holier-than-thou stances when it came to women's rights and sexual abuse and all this other crap, these people were conducting themselves in the activity that they were trying to chastise. I mean, this is typical of liberals. And, you know, you've actually got MSNBC, you've got liberals trying to justify Al Franken's sexual abuse, documented sexual abuse. Oh, if it's liberal, it's okay, right? Right? I mean, you've got the liberal media now trying to take a Trump curve on this. That, well, I mean, you know, shouldn't, you know, Donald Trump be highlighted from all the women that supposedly accused him of sexual harassment? And Hillary Rotten Clinton had the audacity to chime in on this, had the audacity to question Donald Trump's character based upon these women's accusations. This is the same disgusting, despicable scumbag who has a husband who rapes women and who sexually abuses women physically and sexually throughout his entire life. And as a matter of fact, she was his pit bull. Every time Bill Clinton got into some sexual impropriety, every time Bill Clinton raped somebody, Hillary Clinton would send her goons out to intimidate these people. Just ask Kathleen Willing. Just ask Paula Jones. Ask Jennifer Flowers. Ask them. Hillary was the one that was suppressing and intimidating victims of her husband. And this dumb, lying son of a freaking scumbag bitch has the audacity to sit here and criticize Trump? I mean, aren't you glad that this woman did not become president? This soulless, disgusting, despicable woman? It's despicable, folks. Has the audacity to come out and say something about Trump when her husband is a serial sexual abuser of women, mentally and physically, ever since he went to freaking Oxford. Do y'all remember that? He raped some chick in Oxford University. That's why he got kicked out of Oxford, old Bill Clinton. That's why he got kicked out of Oxford. And that goes back to another point, folks. I don't want to go off on about morality, but I think that it needs to be talked about here, because what porthole in which it's okay for all these people to conduct themselves like this? You know? I mean, I can't believe that there is this much of an epidemic of people, of men, that are out here sexually abusing women. I mean, I've heard, Louis C.K., did you hear about this idiot? This guy would pull out his schlong head and start masturbating in front of women, and, you know, he'd force them to, like, sit there and watch him in the middle of what was deemed in some cases a screen test, something unsuspecting than that. I mean, what kind of a sick idiot do you have to be that just start pulling your wang out and start whacking it in front of women? I mean, what kind? Look, I don't have this problem, folks. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have a problem where, you know, oh my God, this woman, I gotta wax my carrot. You know, I gotta do this and that. I mean, I want to be honest with you, folks. I've never had any kind of a problem meeting. Matter of fact, women still come up to me even when I'm with my wife out and about. So, I mean, I've never had this, like, idea in my head that I had to go out and be overtly either sexually harassing or borderline sexually harassing a woman to get her attention. You know, so I don't understand where all this is coming from, but it's starting, you know, to not look very good for men in this country, considering that the majority of these people that are being called out as sexual harassers and abusers are people that everyone respected as role models and as movie stars and etc. And that goes to show, like, where did our morality go wrong? You know, what happened? How did we get here? How the hell did we get here? Well, folks, let's take a look at first where all this is coming out from first. All this is coming out straight out of Hollywood, the epicenter of the mass hypnosis of people into rejecting an idea of a moral compass. That's what every movie tries to do. When you look at it nowadays, they try to eliminate your moral compass. They try to break you down. They try to demoralize you and suggest to you how you should live your life. And that's one thing I've always been critical of about Hollywood, folks. That's why I've always hated Hollywood. You can go back in the archive. I've been talking about it. That these individuals in Hollywood know they have the power to suggest ideas in massive amounts of people's heads. And once it's suggested to them, they feel that they need to live their life as they saw it on the movie screen. And a lot of that has to do with throwing morality out the window. And I'm not saying morality based upon any kind of religious dogma. I'm just saying right and wrong. No one knows what the hell that means anymore. No one knows right and wrong anymore. And it starts with the over-sexualization of society. Now, folks, I don't mean to throw the older generations under the bus, but the baby boomers started this with the sexual revolution. Now, let me tell you a little story about these baby boomers, okay? These baby boomers They had everything handed to them on a silver platter. Why do you think Christmas is coming around the corner? Why do you think they always show the movie A Christmas Story? Why do you think they always show the movie A Christmas Story? Because everyone in America now, especially during post-Obama America, is longing for that type of family interaction, that type of family feel, that family love. They're all looking for it. Because no one has had it here in the past 3 generations since the baby boomers. Because what has happened? The baby boomers, the generation, and this defines the baby boomer generation, give me it, it's mine. And that's what George Carlin said about the baby boomers, and I thought he was 100% accurate. Give me it, it's mine. Folks, the baby boomers brought in the sexual revolution. They brought in the drug culture. They brought in the music and all this other stuff. The difference was, folks, is that because they had such a Christmas Story upbringing, and they had 2 parents, and they had love, and they had parents that gave them everything, that did everything for them, that they were pretty spoiled. And that spoiled translated into them propagating all the activity that you saw in the 60s and 70s. I mean, take a look at Woodstock, for instance. Woodstock was nothing more than a giant baby boomer mud orgy. I mean, that's what it was, with incorporated drug culture and music. And you see the difference between generations now who are conducting themselves in this type of activity and the baby boomers. The baby boomers had no influence from psychotropic drugs. The baby boomers had no influence of a corrupt and bureaucratically driven public education system. And baby boomers had 2 parents in the household. So that meant that they had a better head on their shoulders. They had a better cognitive understanding, cognitive reasoning. They understand how to interpret things, read things, be intellectual about things, even as young as ages 17, 18. I'm not joking. At 17, 18, folks, that's what, you take a look at the Woodstock the movie. Woodstock the movie. There's a movie. It's a documentary. It's made by Scorsese, if I'm not mistaken. Take a look at all those kids out there, man. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21-year-olds, man. That's all that was out there. And they were all talking politics. They were all talking new philosophies. They were talking drug cultures. They were talking hippie communes. I mean, they were talking things that I have never heard anyone in this generation or any generation since. They were politically, they knew what they wanted. And if you take a listen to the Doors, many times the Doors, there's a song that the Doors, this is Jim Morrison, of course, 5 to 1. In that song, he talks about the baby boomers. That's the baby boomer song. It goes 5 to 1, baby, 1 in 5. No one here gets out alive. Yeah, you get yours, baby. I get mine. Gonna make it, baby, in our prime. You understand? He's talking about the 5 baby boomers that were alive to every one adult that was alive back then in those times. He talks about, and man, I'm telling you, the Doors tell you what the baby boomers wanted. We want the world and we want it. We want the world and we want it now. And you see the difference between you idiots out there that are on the left and they're on Antifa, that are Black Lives Matter. You people are being led by these masters of manipulation, of communist political agitation. Why do you think that every time you see a communist group in any one of these damn protests, you see an old windbag leading these young people? I mean, look at it. Next time you see a protest, take a look at the communists and Antifa. Take a look at who's leading them. It's some old beatnik. It's some old baby boomer. Now that we understand that baby boomers brought in this idea of drug culture, of orgies, of swingers. I mean, hey, it continued in the 70s. I mean, if you don't believe me, why don't you watch a documentary about a club in New York called Studio 54? I mean, all the things you young kids think you're doing, and you think that you're being, I'm a homosexual, I'm doing something naughty. These freaking baby boomers did it freaking when you were not even a twinkle in their nutsack. They did all this, and the difference between you and them is that they had intelligence. You were born to be nothing at all. Do you understand that, you millennial? You were born to be nothing at all. And that's where I'm getting at, folks. These baby boomers, in my personal opinion, have created the system. I mean, research the baby boomers, man. They were the ones protesting. They were the ones going out there against the war in Vietnam. They were the ones out there getting shot at Kent State. They were the ones organizing legitimate political movements. Even if they were partaking in activities like orgies and drug cultures and all this other stuff, it was still based upon some intellectual curiosity. It wasn't based on an idea, if it feels good, do it. Like the millennials today. And that's where morality has gone completely down the tubes. It's gone completely down the tubes because, in my personal opinion, I believe, and the proof is in how you look. Remember, the baby boomers are still in charge of this place. They're still in charge. They're still in charge of the party system. They're still in charge of business. 80% of the wealth in America is in the baby boomers' hands, you idiots. 80%. And what I'm telling you is they knew what they were doing. They purposely rearranged this whole system because what happened to those kids that were having mud orgies in Woodstock and were protesting at Kent State and doing all this political activism? They became the system. They became the bureaucracy. And they changed the bureaucracy from the 70s, 80s, 90s. And what they did is they made the generations that came after them ignorant. Because there could not be another generation that comes after the baby boomer that could be as intelligent, if not more intelligent than them. God forbid, no! So, of course, they dumbed down the education system. And what did they do? They introduced over-sexualization to children as early as the 70s with the movies, some of these cartoons. It went on to the 90s and to now. And what are these baby boomers doing? Why are they making their children that they made and the generations that are coming after them, why are they making them nothing at all mentally while participating in the sinful activities that these people did without conscience? Without intellectual curiosity. Why are they doing this? Folks, if you want my personal opinion, I think there's many different reasons why. First reason is that the baby boomers, they sent their old parents, the Ralphie in A Christmas Story, his parents. Well, most baby boomers, when Ralphie became a goddamn adult, they sent their goddamn parents to the home. Okay? And baby boomers had no problem sending their parents to die in the home in a puddle of their own piss and crap and bed sores, etc. No problem whatsoever. And you see, they remember that. So why do you think the baby boomers who have 80% of America's wealth, how come do you think they're putting you in the positions that you're in, millennials, you fucking idiots? Excuse my goddamn French. Why do you think they're putting you in college debt? And once you come out of college, you don't know shit from shinola. You have no trade. You have no skills to make yourself money. Instead, you're an indentured servant to the state. And where are you supposed to stay when you're an indentured servant to the state? Mama, dada. And you're going to be there till you're 30 and 40. And that's why these old baby boomers don't give a rat's ass, because guess what? You're going to be changing their bedpan. Yeah. You're going to be forced to freaking feed them baby food or whatever the case might be. You are going to be the home. That's one. Two, they wanted to keep all the money for themselves. I mean, you take a look at the amount of money that they have, you demoralize your children, you over-sexualize them as teenagers, you turn them into nothing at all mentally, you keep all the money for yourself until you're an old fart. I mean, have you seen these old baby boomers out here, huh? I mean, they're parasailing, I'm skateboarding at 70 years old, I'm having the best time of my life. Yeah, because you have all the freaking money. And you know another reason why I think the baby boomers did this? Because they wanted to prep fresh meat for their sexual deviant behavior. I sincerely believe that. Why do you think we're having this over-sexualization? Why do you think this whole LGBT movement has gone way beyond LGBT? I mean, they're talking about child pedophilia being okay now, huh? I mean, it was like 2 years ago when we legalized gay marriage, three years ago. Look at how far that slippery slope has gone. That's another reason they want our children to be over-sexualized. That's why they want our children to be dumb. That's why they want our children to be dependent, because they've got the money and they can easily pick these kids up like a freaking meat market. And if you don't believe me, take a look at who's promoting this garbage. Take a look who's promoting this garbage! So that's why I'm telling you, folks, the baby boomers are one to blame about the demoralization of our country. Anyway, folks, we're now in the third and final hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank you very much for tuning in with me. Before we get started, I'd like to remind everybody to please spread this show around like wildfire. We are not on Twitter. We're not on Facebook. We need you to spread those links. It's just a freaking click. Spread it around. Let everybody know about the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. All right, we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6:30 p.m. 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's Texas time, boy. And, of course, you can get there at the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. It is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, if you have not done so, please follow me on Gab. It's my only social media network. All right, so the only people I have a social media account with. You can get to them at typing in your browser right now, gab.ai, and you can follow me on there under the name Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost, and I am verified on there, boy. I am verified. Anyway, folks, I didn't mean to get off on that big tirade about the baby boomers, but you millennials need to take your heads out of your ass. I mean, I bet you these baby boomers laugh at you. I know I do. Laugh at you when you think you're being politically active and banging on a drum and looking like some fruity-ass bastard out there at these Antifa, Black Lives Matter, liberal protests. I mean, you morons don't even understand what they understood. They understood that, yeah, we need to protest, but at the same time, we need to become a part of the system. We need to become a part of the system and change it to the way we think the system should be. And obviously, folks, these baby boomers thought that the children of today should be in bondage financially and should be indebted to their parents emotionally, ethically. I have no idea. I have no idea. So anyway, I'm going to move on from that, but, that's something to chew on, millennials, all right? That's something to chew on for you, because let me tell you something, the baby boomers have truly screwed you all with no Vaseline, and you haven't done jack shit about it. You know that? And I want to be completely honest with you, even if you tried to do something about it, I think that it's too late. They're going to die anyway. That's why they don't care. That's why they don't care. They don't care anymore. They're about to die. They don't care. I mean, you people are complaining. You know the difference between you stupid millennials that are complaining and bitching and moaning and thinking you want everything free and the baby boomers? The baby boomers actually went and did shit. And you know what they did? They not only made the world the best that they could for themselves, but they also sold you out in the process. All right, how you like that? When you're around the Thanksgiving table next week, you just tell mom and dad and every other millennial old piece of garbage there, hey, thanks a lot for selling us out, all right? Thanks a lot for putting me in college debt before I even got a job. Thanks a lot for forcing me to pay for your Social Security when I'm never going to see it. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for taking all the economic opportunities and shipping them out of the country. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for hoarding 80% of America's wealth and putting it in your baby boomer pocket. And you know what? Oh, Mommy, you going to give me a video game? Yay, I got a video game. I got pizza. Yay. Stupid morons. I'm telling you, and all you autists and all you Asperger assholes, man, I would personally love to slap each and every one of your parents' faces. Because it's not your fault that you're an Asperger autist tard. It's these fucking dumb fucking parents of yours, excuse my French, it's these stupid parents that didn't want to be parents and instead decided to designate your being a kid as some kind of a disorder, and you've got these sick, twisted psychologists waiting and just willing to diagnose anybody with anything so that they can diagnose them with a pill and get a kickback from a pharmaceutical company. I mean, give me a break. There was no autism back in baby boomer time. There was no Asperger's back in baby boomer times. Jesus Christ. But no, they made sure that you people and the millennials, you young people, were diagnosed with it, huh? They made sure to poison your brains with chemical-altering brain drugs. Yeah, oh, that's great. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Thank you. Instead of being a mom and dad and realizing that kids are just children and they're hyper, and if you feed them sugar, they're going to act even hyper and hyper and hyper, and it's not ADHD, it's not autism, it's not Asperger's, it's you being a lazy piece of shit parent. And if you don't like that, if you don't like that I said that, it's because you know I'm telling the truth, you lazy prick. Because you know I'm telling the truth. Anyway, enough of the baby boomers, enough of the freaking millennials, enough of that crap. It makes me pissed off. It makes me pissed off just talking about it. Because look at these millennials. You see, look, I got some idiot here with a freaking anime picture in his profile saying, this is all tinfoil hat, man. My parents love me. Anime, cartoons all the time. They give me games and they love me. I don't know what you're talking about. Stupid moron. Stupid idiot moron. Why don't you ask your parents what the hell they were doing when they were your age, leeching off their teeth. Why don't you do that? Oh, you're an orphan? Oh, so what? Oh, you're an orphan now. Now I know you're trolling, all right? But even if you aren't trolling, what, we're supposed to feel sorry for you now that you're an orphan? Huh? We're supposed to roll out the damn thing of the world? Hey, you know who else was an orphan there? You stupid, dumb, emotional vampire, attention whore piece of crap. You know who else was an orphan? Dave Thomas. He helped create KFC with Colonel Sanders and created Wendy's the chain. So go fuck yourself with that crap. Excuse my French. I'm tired of these millennial excuses. That's how dumb the baby boomers have got these stupid kids. That's how dumb they've got these stupid dumb autists. They've got them rearrange their brain chemistry with these stupid psychotropic drugs, and they're too stupid to know better. They're too stupid. They're too fucking stupid. You stupid millennial idiots! Why do you think you're in the predicament that you're in, and your mommy and daddy never did that, huh? Your mommy and daddy didn't have college debt. Your mommy and daddy didn't live with mommy and daddy. Your mommy and daddy had a goddamn house when they were in their 20s. What the hell's your excuse? Stupid! Now give me the mic. Everybody has an excuse, don't they? Everybody's got an excuse. It's my mama's fault. It's my daddy's fault. Hey, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But it's time for you stupid autists and Asperger attention whores start realizing you need to get up off your ass and you need to realize that this I'm retarded defense mechanism is going to come to an end. Because ain't nobody going to treat you like your stupid, dumb, idiot parents. I sure as hell ain't. I think that your parents should be bitch slapped. I'm not joking. I'm not joking around. I am sincere. You could put this all over the internet. I don't give a shit. All right? I think every parent of someone who is autist or Asperger's needs to freaking have a slap to the face. I know parents of mentally retarded children, sincere mentally retarded children, that their children have their own houses, they have their own jobs, and they're doing their own thing. And they love doing it. Why? Because even retards don't like being talked to like a condescending idiot. I mean, haven't you idiot autists and Asperger idiots recognize how people talk to you? Oh, wow, Billy. Oh, wow. Well, I'll tell you what, let's put that down, Billy, and let's go over here now, okay? Okay, Billy. You dumb autists don't recognize that you're being talked down to like you're a goddamn idiot? Every time I've ever heard somebody talk to an autist or an Asperger idiot, it's, oh, well, Billy, don't, calm down. Calm down, just come on over here and everything's going to be all right. Okay, Billy? Now go right there. Now, Billy, calm down. Calm down. I've seen it, man. I've seen it. And these autists and these Aspergers, they're too stupid to recognize that they are being talked down to like a problem. You understand? That they're not being nice to you, you dumb tards. All right? They're doing it because you're a problem. And you see, even retarded kids know the difference. Even a retarded kid, like mentally Down syndrome retarded, knows that they're being talked like they're an idiot. They can recognize condescending tenor. But of course, you dumbass autists and Aspergers, you're like, no, I'm retarded. I deserve it. I need to play games 24 hours. I'm retarded. I need autism bucks. I'm retarded. And the reason I'm bringing this up, folks, is because I've had people here trying to gab me, telling me that I'm too hard on people with autism and Asperger's. Oh, I'm too hard on them. You know what? That's what your parents, how I'm talking to you, that's how your parents should have talked to you, you stupid, spoiled twat. And that's why you think, I'm a little hard on you. I'm talking about Asperger's. I'm talking about autism. I'm a little hard on you. Shove it up your ass, all right? I'm telling you, I'm running out of time here. I went off on a tire. We're supposed to be talking about Saudi Arabia and Iran, Zimbabwe, but man, I had to go off on this, man, because I mean, I'm tired. I have dealt with Asperger's and autists for 10 years on this broadcast, and you know, the same autists and Asperger idiots that were in their late teens 10 years ago are still living with their parents and still conducting themselves the same way. Okay? I mean, I know one troll who is in his mid-goddamn 30s who is still conducting himself in this spastic, autistic, ridiculous capacity. And the reason they do it is because they're allowed to do it. If we didn't allow these stupid autists and Aspergers to act this way, they wouldn't be acting this way. If we would have stopped treating them with kid gloves and pretending that if they have a meltdown, he's going to have a meltdown. Let's just stop the world because this aspie tard is having a meltdown because he can't get the latest version of the Nintendo Switch or some crap. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, look, I'm done. I'm done talking about Asperger and autism. Obviously, folks, I'm not a big fan of you folks anymore, all right? And can you blame me, for heaven's sake? I mean, seriously, can you freaking blame me? I mean, you've heard this show. I mean, you heard this crap. Can you blame me? Seriously. And look at these tards. Just get to Radio Graffiti. This is boring. Well, you know what? Maybe there won't be Radio Graffiti tonight. How you like that, you autist Asperger tard? How you like that? Huh? How you like that? Go somewhere else, all right? Go play your stupid, dumb, whatever video game, man. Just get the hell off my show, you autist and Asperger. Get out of here. Go play video games. You think I give a crap if you people are listening? You people are a burden on society, man. And let me tell you, you all are starting to become dangerous now. You idiots are now thinking that, a meltdown is the equivalent of you coming out with a penknife and claiming you're going to kill yourself or other people or going out and shooting people. I'm not joking, man. I think we need some legislation to watch out for you people. I'm not joking. Anybody who has taken psychotropic drugs, I think there should be some, I don't know. Maybe I'm talking too much. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like Asperger's or autists. Sorry. I don't like them. I would never hang out with them. I'm not joking. I mean, I would never hang out with them. I would never pretend to be like, hey, wow, yay, wow. I don't want to do that crap. All right? I don't want to do that garbage. And somebody's saying the likelihood your grandkids are autistic. My grandkids aren't autistic. You want to know why? First of all, we make sure to take care of our grandkids. I make sure that my children make sure to make that those grandkids are taken care of, and there's no psychotropic drugs going down their systems. Unlike you and your incompetent parents who decided that you just being a kid is the equivalent of you being somewhat of a basket case. And as a result, because your goddamn parents didn't want to become parents, they sent you to a psychologist, and lo and behold, the psychologist gave you freaking pills so you could just sit there and shut your mouth in front of a TV or a computer. Wake up, you stupid tards. Stop making fun of us. I'm not making fun of you, you stupid autist tards. I'm trying to wake you up, man. People are acting like a bunch of... I'm retarded. I can't do nothing for myself. I'm retarded. Anyway, let me talk a little bit about Saudi Arabia a little bit, all right? Folks, this past Wednesday, I discussed that the Crown Prince Mohammed was rapidly facilitating his purges. He was rapidly facilitating the conflict with Iran. And I speculated that the reason he was doing this was because King Solomon, his father, was potentially sick, dying, or going senile. Well, yesterday, folks, it was announced that Crown Prince Mohammed is going to be crowned King of Saudi Arabia next week. Oh, the prognosticator of prognosticators, strikes again, baby. Woo! I'm not joking, folks. I mean, I told you this was happening. And let me tell you something. You people that are millennials, I mean, this should be a little bit of good news for you because Crown Prince Mohammed is actually a millennial. He's 32 years old. And he's one of the first, one of the first millennials to actually take state power and be a head of state. I mean, this is the first representation of the baby boomers kind of going away to pasture, and now millennials are now taking power. And what is Crown Prince Mohammed doing? He's not messing around. He's not out here acting like, I'm retarded. He's out here kicking ass, taking names, and doing whatever it takes to sustain his continuity as the king. Do you understand? So that's why I said on Wednesday that the Crown Prince Mohammed is rapidly facilitating these purges, and moreover, he's trying to, I mean, man, bro, he is rapidly moving towards war footing with Iran. Now, with that being said, the Crown Prince is going to be crowned the king next week, and as I stated, in the next couple of weeks, be expecting some type of a military strike on Lebanon. I'm not joking. And that's where it's going to basically nut up or shut up for Iran at this point. That's why you don't hear crap from Iran. And by the way, I had suggested that Saudi Arabia and its allies possibly had something to do with the earthquake that happened along the Iraq-Iranian border. Now, I want to give you some news since that particular earthquake. Iraq has since sent a delegation to Saudi Arabia to basically say, hey, look, we are not with Iran. We are not with Iran. We trade with them. We are not going to go to war with them. Don't worry about us. That's basically what the Iraq delegation in Saudi Arabia is telling Prince Mohammed, now going to be King Mohammed. All right? And moreover, when this earthquake happened in Iran, it's exposed massive amounts of housing development corruption within the government of Iran. I don't know if you've been reading the stories coming out of there, folks, but it's looking pretty bad for the Iranian government after this particular earthquake, and I don't think it was an accident. I don't think this earthquake was an accident. Folks, I gabbed that day discussing this earthquake. I gabbed a video that showed on the History Channel how easy it was to create an earthquake. It's not that hard. It's basic frequencies bouncing up and down the ionosphere. Anyway, Iran's got a serious problem domestically post this earthquake that killed almost 600 people. It's exposing corruption. It's exposing the fact that you had a lot of people within the Iranian government that didn't really build competent buildings. There was no backup homes for these people that got earthquake out of their homes. Because remember, Iran is still centrally planned to some extent. I mean, it's not a free market economy out there. The government plans a lot of this stuff. And because they had this really, really horrific earthquake, it's showing that they really can't take care of the people. And it's a perfect positioning, once again, for the Crown Prince, soon-to-be King of Saudi Arabia, to confront these sons of bitches and catch them with their pants down. And on top of that, folks, did you hear Israel? Israel came out today and says it actually wants to work with Saudi Arabia to defeat Iran. Oh, man, Iran done goofed is all I'm saying. I'm not joking around. Iran done goofed. They're in some serious trouble, and I don't know what the hell's going to happen to Iran, but I think that the Crown Prince Mohammed, going to be king next week, has a perfect position to completely smash Iran with their pants down at this point. And I hope that he doesn't take too long to do it after he's crowned the king of Saudi Arabia. Now, with that being said, the people that he purged, the old vanguard of the family, you know, Prince Al-Walid, Bandar Bush, who else we got? Bakar bin Laden, all these people that were purged, they are now giving up their wealth for freedom. I'm not joking around. These billionaires that were all rounded up by Crown Prince Mohammed, soon to be king, they are now giving up their wealth, and they're giving up their companies just so that they can become free men again. And you know what? Crown Prince Mohammed is allowing it to happen. Oh my God, this is beautiful. I'm not joking around, man. Just imagine these princes that were all billionaires that forced the Saudi Arabian people to worship them like sultans now have to walk the streets of Saudi Arabia without a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. They're just happy to have their freedom. I mean, unbelievable, man. You're talking about a fearless king in King Mohammed, soon to be King Mohammed. Hey, King Mohammed, if you're listening, look me up, man. We got to play cards or something. I'm not joking around. I'm not joking. We got to play cards. We got to play spades or something. We got to talk foreign relations. You're my kind of guy, all right? People who take action instead of, I don't know what to do, man. Take it to Iran, for Christ's sake, man. Look, if y'all don't believe me, go back to 2009 on this broadcast at blogtalkradio.com/ghost. I was the only one in any media trying to call for the assistance of the Iranian Revolution against the Ayatollah in 2009, a goddamn thing. On the contrary, that revolution was not only quashed, but all the people who organized it were killed and their families were executed. They did nothing. And I was so pissed that nobody did anything, because I want to be honest with you folks, I helped organize that through Pal Talk. I don't want to get into that. Maybe I'll write a book about it one day. But either way, I helped organize the Iranian Revolution through Pal Talk. There were a whole bunch of Iranians back then. They're no longer there anymore because of the revolution. Either way, folks, no one helped the 2009 Iranian Revolution, and as a result, I remember after they quashed and crushed the revolution, I said that one day we will be doing deals. We will be doing nuclear deals with Iran. And folks, I said that in 2009, and this scumbag President Obama made it a reality. So I'm telling you, I have prognosticated so many things that have happened. So that's why whenever you hear this show, aside from these trolls agitating, this is the straight political dope right here of True Capitalist Radio. Anyway, let's move on. We're running out of time here. Let's get to Zimbabwe news. Hey, folks, we all know now that Zimbabwe has been overtaken by the ZDF, which is the Zimbabwe Defense Forces. And, folks, I've got some inside information that suggests that China actually may have been behind. Now, the reason I say this, folks, I'm not too sure if you're familiar, but China is kind of recolonizing Africa. It's utilizing its resources that it makes, you know, being the mass producer of widgets for the world. It is actually parlaying those investments and putting it into Africa. Recolonization of Africa, and obviously one of its investments is in Zimbabwe. Now, I want y'all to bear with me, folks, because, you know, a lot of information I'm about to give you here. The general of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces, ZDF, General Chiwenga, actually went to China early this month. I think it was the first week of November, to, you know, go visit China and I guess talk diplomatic relations, whatever the case might be. That week that General Chiwenga of the Zimbabwe Defense Forces went to China, the vice president of Zimbabwe, the vice president's name is Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa was not only kicked out of the vice presidential seat of Zimbabwe, he was sent into exile during the trip of General Chiwenga in China. Now, I talked about how the vice president was in exile, and I talked about how this was a potential power play by Mugabe's wife, Gucci Grace. I'm not joking, that's her name, Gucci Grace. Now, China saw this and said, no, we're not doing this. We're not allowing Gucci Grace to come in and ruin our investment. I mean, lest we forget Zimbabwe. In Zimbabwe, China is their biggest trading partner. So that means that China has a considerable investment in Zimbabwe, and they sure as hell don't want it to go into a Gucci Grace's hands. That's for goddamn sure, all right? So anyway, with that being said, when General Chiwenga came back to Zimbabwe from his visit to China, he was given the okay by the Chinese to just go ahead and overtake the government from Mugabe. And right now, we're in a holding pattern position in which General Chiwenga and Mugabe are currently in talks in figuring out what exactly is going to happen with the government of Zimbabwe. So with that being said, folks, China truly behind the coup of Zimbabwe. They're basically protecting their colonial interests. And this is what you have going on out here in Zimbabwe. That was the reason for the coup. That right there was the reason for the coup. Inside track, China. Freaking China, man. Anyway, let's move on, folks. We're running out of time. Japan is going to bolster its military. What did I tell you, folks? This was all a part of the diplomatic and foreign policy plan of the Trump administration to allow North Korea to saber rattle with ballistic missiles and supposed nuclear weapons testing and all this other crap to justify Japan to build up its defense systems, to build up its military. And of course, Prime Minister Abe had a snap election so that he could solidify his authority in an attempt to try to remilitarize Japan. And of course, he is blaming North Korea for this remilitarization. He's calling North Korea Japan's biggest threat since World War II. And as a result, he's going to bolster up his defense power. He's going to bolster up his missile and anti-defense missile power. And this is a big step for Japan because, in my personal opinion, if I were China, Japan is the last people I'd want to be remilitarized, considering China is already in a precarious situation surrounded by nuclear powers. So it's very interesting what we have here in Japan. I want to be perfectly honest with you. I think the Japanese want to go into China and start slaughtering Chinese for revenge, folks. Look back in history and you'll understand what I'm talking about. The Japanese hate the Chinese. I mean, the Vietnamese hate the Chinese. The Korean favorable to the Chinese. As a matter of fact, you want to see true racism, go to Asia. The Asian races all hate one another. It's unbelievable. So it's going to be interesting what's going to translate in Asia, considering you got a remilitarization of Japan, you've got this saber rattling with North Korea, you've got other Asian countries in the region trying to flex nuts economically. Singapore is one specifically. Vietnam is now starting to open up economic horizons. So it's going to be interesting on whether or not China could keep its superior or superpower status in the region, because you got a lot of things growing out of Asia. A lot of things growing, in my personal opinion. And lest we forget, folks, what did I tell you after the meeting between Donald Trump and President Xi of China? I said that not only was Trump going to knock off at least $250 billion off of the $550 billion annual trade deficit we have with China, I also said that he's going to convince Xi to either military strike North Korea, which is probably unlikely, or he's going to send an envoy over there to try to talk some sense into little Kim. And that's exactly what's happening, baby. Prognosticator, a prognosticator strikes again. So I just want to highlight that China is sending an envoy to North Korea, and don't be surprised if you see North Korea allow the IAEA back in, the UN inspectors back in, and everything kind of goes back to normal. All right? If not, then little Kim's got other ambitions in Asia that are far beyond the comprehension of what China thinks. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, I'm gonna get these two subjects, and we're gonna move on to Radiol Graffiti. Did you all hear that the NFL is trying to strip Jerry Jones of his ownership of the Dallas Cowboys team? And the reason he's doing this is because or the reason the NFL's doing this is because Jerry Jones is one of, I think, a couple of owners that do not want to renew the current NFL commissioner's job, his contract. Roger Goodell, did you know Roger Goodell, this incompetent, idiotic, mumbling, stumbling prick, you realize that this guy makes $45 million a year being an incompetent NFL commissioner, for Christ's sake? I mean, what a piece of crap, man. I mean, how in the hell is this guy going to get a renewed contract when he's sitting on his thumbs and not finding players that were kneeling during the national anthem or kicking them off the NFL roster, whatever, doing nothing and demeaning the product of the NFL? I mean, the whole reason why the NFL is having empty stadiums and their ratings are dropping is because Roger Goodell, an incompetent NFL commissioner, allowed these asshole players who are getting paid millions. They're getting paid millions to play a stupid game. They're getting paid millions to play a stupid, silly-ass game. I mean, he did nothing. And I think that the NFL is tainted forever after this. So I don't blame Jerry Jones for not wanting to renew the damn contract for an incompetent damn Roger Goodell when Roger Goodell ruined the brand of the NFL, man. He ruined the brand of the NFL. So, in my personal opinion, if they strip Jerry Jones of ownership of his own team, I mean, what kind of communist garbage is the NFL to begin with, folks? That's why I'm saying boycott the NFL. Do not watch the NFL this Thanksgiving. Do not watch it, man. I don't care how much of a tradition it is. If you're watching the NFL this Thanksgiving, you're anti-American. You are spitting on our troops. By watching the NFL, you people are spitting on our troops. And you can deny it all you want to, you son of a bitch, but by you watching it, by you sitting there engaging in it, you are promoting this anti-American trash. And I sure as hell ain't gonna do it. I mean, and to think that Pat Tillman, man, I don't even want to get into Pat Tillman, man. Pat Tillman, Arizona Cardinals player, leaves a multi-million-dollar contract on the table from the NFL to go and serve his country in Afghanistan as a special forces soldier, only to be killed out there in Afghanistan. And you mean to tell me the NFL and these players don't want to stand for the national anthem? These players should be put in the freaking unemployment line. And that's all there is to it. Anyway, last but not least, it's Thanksgiving next week, folks. It's perfect opportunity to talk politics. Don't listen to anybody, all right? Especially if you're hosting the Thanksgiving meal, you shove it in their faces, especially if they're liberal. You shove the hypocrisy in their faces. Russia, Trump. Meanwhile, we're finding that Russia has more links to Clinton and Obama and James Comey and goddamn Robert Mueller than Trump could ever even imagine. You hit them with their hypocrisy on this sexual abuse subject. Oh, I can't believe I heard Donald Trump say grab him by the pussy. I can't believe it. Meanwhile, all these people in Hollywood are a bunch of freaking rapists. All these people in Hollywood are a bunch of sexual abusers. And I don't think that we've even touched the tip of the iceberg when it comes to Hollywood and pedophilia. I'm telling you, folks, it's time to talk politics this Thanksgiving. And you know what? If someone's going to mouth off to you on your Thanksgiving table, and you're supplying the food, you're supplying the booze, then tell them to get up and get the hell out. This ain't communism, boy. You need to expose this, because they do it to us, folks. If you're on the right, the left rubs it in our faces. We got to rub it in their faces. Do you understand me? We got to show them that what they're following is complete hypocrisy, complete lies, And if they're going to acknowledge that, then they must acknowledge that they are not in charge of their own mental capacity. They are not in charge of their own mental perspective. If they're going to believe lies, if they're going to reinforce talking heads' lies. It's time to talk politics, folks. Thanksgiving is when to talk it. Do you understand? Especially if you're hosting the damn Thanksgiving dinner. Don't let these liberals come into your house and try to tell you anything, for Christ's sake. This is America. We're making America great again, damn it, and we sure as hell ain't going to acknowledge no collective ideology like communism or socialism. It's capitalism or death, damn it! Capitalism to the soul, till the bullet hole! Do you understand me? Capitalism to the soul, till the bullet hole! On capitalism or death! And we need to make sure that all these leftists know it. Put it in their goddamn turkey and gravy and shove it in their faces this Thanksgiving. Anyway, folks, that's it. I'm done. I'm done already. Give me my drink. All right, folks. I guess it's about time for everybody's favorite part of the broadcast, all right? And I'm talking about Radio Graffiti! Radio Graffiti is a part of the broadcast where the spectators become a part of the spectacle. All you've got to do is give me a call right now at 516-453-9903, or there's another number right there in front of you as well. You can call that one. And when I call on your area code, you got exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind. That's why we call this Radio Graffiti, all right? Now, before this happens, let me get another beer. Let me get some more beer! More beer! Freaking beer here, for Christ's sake. I'm glad the engineer put this ice chest here, even though he's wrecking the damn studio, for Christ's sake. Let me get a damn beer here. Yeah, Jesus Christ, we fell on the floor. Get that, engineer. Pick that up. All right. All right, let me go ahead and let that foam out a little bit. And do we have any Radio Graffiti callers, engineer? All right, well, let's go ahead and get to Radio Graffiti right now. All right, how about anonymous Radio Graffiti, Twilly Atkins Radio Graffiti? I'm choking!
The very next day, at the White House.
What do you make of the movie?
The problem with he's a choke artist. He chokes.
You can't do that.
And he did it in front of Chris Christie. I've never seen anything like that. I was standing right next to him. I look over, I say, "Are you okay?" But he really, we can't have a choke artist. You know, one thing I've learned from Texas, when you're a choker, you're always a choker. We can't have that. We can't take any chances in this country.
You son of a bitch. He never said that! Trump never said that, you son of a bitch! Donald Trump would never say that about me! Donald Trump would never, he would never say that about me! So shove it up your ass! Bitch horse, give me the mic! Jesus Christ! Pissing me off already, for Christ's sake. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. Black people Radio Graffiti. What the hell is that? That's racist! That's freaking racist! That's freaking racist, you sick troll! I mean, give me a break. Don't do that on a goddamn Baller Friday. Don't try to ruin my Baller Friday. God damn it, man. Give me the mic. Don't ruin my Baller Friday, for Christ's sake, man. I barely even came up here to broadcast today. Don't ruin it. Give me my freaking drink. Jesus Christ, man. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. We've got pylons, Radio Graffiti. As a matter of fact, I gotta get a shot.
Hey, pretty ass dog.
Give me a damn shot.
What? Yeah, I know. I gotta believe.
I'm so proud of you. Congratulations.
All right. Thank you, teacher.
What the hell was that? I couldn't even understand it, you stupid moron. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
My name is...
Here we go with this effeminate black man. How about 516 Radio Graffiti? I'm sick and tired of it. I don't need to take this crap. Just leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Stop dogging me around.
All right, that's real funny, asshole. Shut up. How many goddamn remixes, man? I don't freaking know anymore. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Hello. I was starving for sex, so I bought a cheese pizza.
Oh man, you know what? I hope you get cancer of the cock for that goddamn splice. I'm not even joking. I hope that you get cancer of the cock for that. Excuse my French, folks. I'm sorry. This guy thinks it's funny to, man. 305 Radio Graffiti. Radio Graffiti. I need a shot. I need a freaking shot. I'm not even joking. Give me a shot.
Your opinion doesn't matter to me. Back to us.
What the hell was that, man? I mean, seriously, you people are tards. 716 Radio Goddamn Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, that conversation you did about how the baby boomers control everything was absolutely polarizing. Thank you for conducting an amazing broadcast. I'm sorry about these assholes who call you up, and promote that damn engineer. He's the hardest working engineer on the internet.
Hey, well, I appreciate it, man. I'm sure the engineer appreciate you. Appreciate that, engineer? He appreciates it. Thank you, man. 517 Radio Graffiti.
Hi, Ghost. I'm Mr. Meeseeks. Look at me. Have you considered using Rogaine?
Oh, Jesus, man. You could hear the autism dripping off that idiot's voice, for freak's sake, man. Making me retarded just listening to that voice. 805 Radio Graffiti. Oh, Jesus, man. You could hear the autism dripping off. Hey, get the lag. Hey, turn it off. Turn off the radio when you talk to me. 520 Radio Graffiti. Oh, you're going to sleep there, huh, you cheesehole chomper? Wake up, asshole.
Oh, shit. Sorry. You have a great show. You put me good to sleep. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you know what? You want to know why you're falling asleep? Because you're a fart fragrant expert, and you like methane gas, and it puts you to sleep. Am I right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course I'm right, you stupid tard. Sit there and shut your stupid, stinking cheese hole. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Horses with horns are called unicorns. Some other horses shout, 'cause unicorns stand out. But unicorns never fear when horses call them queer. 'Cause queer means different, and being different is so much fun.
Give me a break. I mean, was that actually a queer song about unicorns? And being queer is so much fun? Well, I'm sure it is fun. I bet you have your prostate massaged with foreign objects all the time, and you're as happy as a lark. Do I need to know about it? No! 352 Radio Graffiti. Oh, the Hambone King. Oh, Jesus Christ, this guy! That's the face man! There is nothing negative about being day. Happy Boulder Friday, day. Happy Boulder Friday, day. I'm your soul, I'm the crystal, I'm a Jew, I'm a Christian, I'm a Tommy, I'm a Frugal, I'm the Texas Walmarter. What the hell kind of remix was that? What the hell is that kind of crap? What is that crap? What the hell was that kind of freak show dumbass half-a-tard remix, for Christ's sake? You Lena Dunham licking bastard! How dare you? Jesus Christ, man, I'm sick of this crap, man! This is supposed to be a Baller Friday! This is supposed to be a Baller Friday, for Christ's sake, man! Give me the freaking freaking goddamn mic, man! How many remixes? Oh, man. I need another... Give me another Drake, for heaven's sake. I can't help it, man. 615 Radio Graffiti. No jalapeno Rick. I mean, good God, is that what your Mexicans are doing? You know, you're trying to, like, cross, like, I don't know, like, culturalize the Pickle Rick, but putting Pickle Rick in a jalapeno? And by the way, isn't his last name Sanchez? So isn't technically Rick a freaking Mexican? Things that make you go, Anyway, 347 Radio Graffiti.
Hi, I'm here to ask about my order for my Templeton body pillow.
Oh, you sick son of a bitch. Shut up and don't even think that way about my dog. 352 Radio Graffiti. Let's get to Dark E's coin. And remember, folks, I don't really even like covering Dark E's coin because I suspect that the creator of the Dark E's coin is a freaking knicker. But you son of a bitch! I never said that! I never said that, you son of a bitch! Give me that! I never said that! I never freaking said that! That's a splice, and everybody out there knows it! I'm a melting pot of friendship, for Christ's sake! I'm a nice guy! God! Son of a bitch! I never said that. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. I never said that, man. That was a splice, and everybody out there knows it. I would never say something like that. Jesus, man, you're trying to get me pulled off the air. You're trying to get me pulled off the air with this crap. Give me my freaking beer, man. I need more beer. Yeah. More beer! More beer, for Christ's sake! I need more beer, man. You idiots. You know, you trolls, you people online, you freaking internet fiends. You're driving me to freaking drink, man. Give me the freaking beer, for Christ's sake, man. Freaking driving me to drink! Fucking driving me to drink. I'm sorry, folks. I mean, but this is Radiol Graffiti, huh? Jesus Christ, man. 347 Radiol Graffiti. Jesus Christ, what are you paying that off a shoebox, for Christ's sake? Give me a break. Anonymous, Radiol Graffiti.
My name.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, we get it. How about, I'm not taking that call. 240 Radiol Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, who do you think would win in a fight, Templeton or Templeton?
Are you kidding me?
Not really. I'm just curious who you think would win.
Templeton.
Do you want to put that theory to the test?
Yeah. I'm glad you're dead, you know? I'm glad Templeton is dead. I'm glad you're dead. I'm lolling right now. I'm happy. I'm happy your furry ass is dead.
Well, now, Ghost, maybe you can get a real dog, like a lab or a shepherd, instead of some shitty dachshund or whatever the fuck Templeton was. Or maybe you can even get a nigger dog, like a pit bull.
Niggers. Hey, this racist, stupid, half-retard. Shut up! Shut up, you stumbling, mumbling little prick! I guarantee your ass-me ass wouldn't go to a black neighborhood and say that crap, boy! Yeah, you're real big saying it over the internet, huh, boy? Real big saying it over the computer, you stupid, autistic Asperger piece of crap! Give me the goddamn microphone. I bet you wouldn't say that in real life there, boy. I guarantee goddamn it, boy. While you're talking garbage over a goddamn computer right goddamn now. You son of a bitch. Let me have another drink, for Christ's sake. This is a Bowler Friday. This is it! 647 Radiol Goddamn Graffiti. I never freaking done that! I never freaking done that! Hold on, are you making pause hole music out of my voice, you son of a bitch? Are you making pause hole music to my voice, you son of a bitch? Don't you dare! Don't you dare make pause hole music to my voice, you sick, twisted pause hole son of a bitch! Don't you dare! No pause hole music, boy! Give me that freaking... No pause hole music and my voice! You got that? Son of a bitch. 305 Radiol Damn Graffiti.
Oh, Daddy, I smacked these homes. I stuck my pee-pee in some Cheerios. I got a pencil in my nose and I beat my diaper everywhere I go. Like a hot, like a bunny, poop my pants, and now it's running. I go, ooh, ooh. You think that's funny? I stuffed my diaper with all my money. Jimmy, why? Jimmy, don't do that. Why?
What the hell is that supposed to be, for Christ's sake? What the hell was that? 813 Radiol Goddamn Graffiti. Wait, we got another true true capitalist radio pianist in the house? Is that it? Another true capitalist radio pianist in the house. Oh, God. Who else do we have going on over here, for Christ's sake? How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
No, I'm literally exploding.
We can't even understand you sorry sack of crap. Jesus Christ. How about, man, everybody playing butt darts out there? How about 713 Radio Graffiti? We got the Mexicans Radio Graffiti.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna Trump junkyard America, baby. Come on down and get stimulus tax too. Your house vouchers and government entitlements. Talking food cards, food stamps, and for all your needs, baby.
Now, you know what? Shut up, Peck Mexican. Don't. Not in Trump's America. Not in Trump's America. Not in Trump's America. Not in Trump's America, you burrito-eating piece of crap. Don't you dare. Don't you even go there. Jesus Christ. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, my God. I'm glad we're almost done, man. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. Anonymous. Oh, Jesus Christ. Another Helen Keller deaf mute, for Christ's sake. I mean, come on. Jesus Christ. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
Hi, welcome to My Little Pony hotline. You have reached the secret hotline for bronies that are trying to club. If you would like to put in your credit card, please do it now. If not, I will give you a number in which you will be billed on your telephone.
What the hell? Are you just... Tell me that's a freaking troll and that's not real. Tell me that's a freaking troll and that's not real. No! You damn brody! Clobber! Son of a bitch! No! No! Tell me that's not real! Tell me! Tell me! You ruined my bowling party! You ruined my bowling party!
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Oh my, what was that call? Oh man, that was actually pretty unexpected, wouldn't you say? Wow, what a ending to that. I didn't expect that. Whoever did actually play that, oh my man, you actually just you unraveled some dark secrets in there, some very, very dark secret of a phone line that's actually real, but I don't know what the number is. But if you know that number, maybe share it to the comments right now. Anyways, guys, that is all for our Baller Friday TCR stream. I'm your host, BN King, or Mr. BN King, as you say, whoever you want to call me. What a decent show, but yet again, oh my god, that ending though. If you didn't get into the calls, well, maybe next time we try it again, because like I say, Radio Graffiti only lasts for 30 minutes, so you better get on that call next time. Just make sure to call that number that's actually on the descriptions, and of course, you can also press that number 1. Make sure to be there, and make sure to have a great quality phone this time around. It always needed that. And guys, I'm going to take some shout outs here beforehand, so if you guys want to have a shout out, please stay tuned. But first, I'm going to need to say some stuff here. Well, actually, first of all, people have been asking me this very, very importantly during the time that right now I'm recording, which is right now 11/17/2017. That's November 27, 2017. If you guys didn't know, I did a 507 TCR stream, and if you're looking for that video, currently at the moment, it is in private, like it's been forced private. If you guys had not been following my Twitter, which I do recommend following me on my Twitter at the Bruno Network, I posted earlier that, of course, that 507 of the whole entire stream I did. The whole entire video got really forced into private by YouTube. So unfortunately, I did. It's locked. I can't get it up. I can't get it back up because I already appealed for it. I'm trying to I hear back from YouTube, but 507 currently at the moment is locked. I can't get it to public. So of course, once that it must be some what was it about? Some sort of a, I don't know, misleading tags or descriptions, but I don't know. It's kind of redunculous, and I really don't know who and why in the right mind would do that, because, you know, I mean, all the time the descriptions are always the same, the tags are always the same. I have no changes, as I've been always doing this every single broadcast. Every time I do these live streams for the TCR broadcast, it's always the same descriptions, always the same tags, but for some mysterious reason, YouTube just send me a message and just lock down and put my that video into privacy, so I cannot get that out. But hopefully I'll get a full appeal of it, and of course you should be seeing the back. But if not, then of course it will be re-uploaded, and hopefully it'll stay to that. But hopefully it's just that one video. Because right now 507 is down currently at the moment, but should be back up either tomorrow on a Saturday, or should be back sometime this week. But it will be on the archives. No worries. So you guys did not miss any. If you skipped an episode and say, wait, where's the that episode? Yeah, well. Yeah, thanks to YouTube for actually for unknown real reason of just having it taken down, or not taken out like fully. It's in private, but letting you know that it's kind of sucks. All right, now let's get back to the the entire things I need to say before we get some shoutouts. Anyways, yes, I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. Once again, make sure to follow me on Twitter. At the Burning Lake, or you can also follow me on Gab, which is BN_King. Make sure of that. Of course, you can also subscribe to the channel and be a part of the TCR family, or pretty much live stream commute. As of course, I do the TCR broadcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for 6:30 p.m. Central, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific, and yes, guys, every Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 3-hour shows. Of those 3 days, and you know, so Saturday shows is a coming soon part. So guys, make sure to follow that, because of course, well, I'll keep you guys if there is, or Ghost makes the official announcements for that Saturday show to come. But right now, it's just Monday, Wednesday, Friday currently. All right, so yes, and of course, if you're on the using the SciTube channel, just make sure to actually bookmark that website, of course, as well as that, because of course you get the all-around thing, the embedded stream, and with everything, even the cool chat room. That's why I have 2 chat rooms simultaneously, so you guys can actually chat to one another. You could just, you know, jump switch whatever chat you like, YouTube or SciTube. And yes, that's just, I think that's all I can cover. So let's get some shout-outs, shall we? But first, I'm gonna open this very lovely can. Ooh, we got fizzy right here. Some lovely can of lemonade, of course, Sunkist lemonade. And I want to say cheers to everybody for happy Baller Friday. I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream, and of course, I hope you enjoy this weekend. As of course, we'll be not streaming anything this weekend except for my other stuff streams on my channel. But cheers to everybody. Hope you guys have a good weekend, and if you're leaving course, you have a good weekend. I'll see you next stream, but cheers. Good stuff. All right, guys. All right, let's get some shout-outs going on, shall we go? Shout-out time! Yes. Shout-outs time, guys. Who's ready for some shout-outs? That's actually pretty nice. So this is the part of the end of the live stream where I give some shout-outs. So if you guys want to have a shout-out, all you do is just pretty much comment. I'm going to do the YouTube first, because last time we did the SciTube channel, or the SciTube chat room. So we're going to do the YouTube chat room. And all you do, in the YouTubers over there, all you do right now, live streaming, currently during this live, just pretty much just say something right now in the chat room, and I'll give you a shout-out that's going to be in the active user. So I'm not going to give a shout out that's actually, like, you know, posting right now, but of course if you're you're showing it right now. I'm going to open up the active users. That's how you're going to get a name from A to Z alphabetically. So you got to do that. Like now. Oh, and also, I want to get some special shout-outs. This part for special shout-outs is for anybody who actually recently subscribed at the moment. So if you subscribe between 2 to 3 hours or before or during the show, you get a shout-out. But of course, if you actually donated, which of course it is there's a feature if you want to donate, I'm going to give you a very huge big shout-out for anybody who actually donates. So you guys like that. Of course, all that is in the description. So of course there's a super chat button right there. So of course whatever you want to, and of course can also help me out and stuff. And since I've been providing you guys these on live streams and gameplays and all that, but of course I appreciate just for the good generosity of you. So let's give some subscribers shoutouts first. So subscribers, who we have? Thank you, Luis Horta, for subscribing. Thank you, Somefella12345 for subscribing, and Who White for subscribing, and of course I think that's everybody else. So let's go into the YouTube chat rooms. And once again, guys, YouTube chat rooms, just pretty much be present right now. Type something now, and let's get to it right now. Who do we have for participants? All right, we got Alex101XL. We got Balzac T. Bugar. Let's go into Daddy Boom 1. Dr. Drapen. Let's go on to Aaron Almog. Let's go on to Fallen Nova. Let's go on to Hypermark 2020. Kirby Times. Kenny Aibo. Let's go on to Lovely Ashi. Love Me. It's going on to Lunar Wolfie. Magelin. Midnight Smiles. What's going on to Nathan Long. Never Surrender. Who do you guys we have? People are actually coming in right now currently. So let's go on to Mark Riquet. If I can say this, Raquel May. So I would say Riquet. It's going on to Nathan Long, Never Surrender, Power Meadow, Squid Kids, Scarlet Moon, Super Desmond 12, TCU Gaming 1, The Troll Under the Bridge, William Jolie, or Jolie, and what's going on to Extrang 93. So of course, I think that's everybody else. Oh, Doc Shock. What's going on to Doc Shock? Yes, I see your name, Doc Shock. Well, okay, you get the shout out too, and who else? I'm trying to get shout outs here, but people are now popping in and out. Aaron, oh my God, I already said your name. Daddy Boom 1's going on to Daddy Boom 1. Alright, I'm still taking some YouTube shout outs. So all you do if you want to get a YouTube shout out, just to be typing in right now and say hi, hey, or whatever you want to, because of course I am taking shout outs right now currently for YouTube, and in a bit I'm taking some side YouTube shout outs as well. So get right now if you want a YouTube shout out right now. So alright, who else we have? We got, no, I don't think anyone actually popped up. Oh, how does this point, man? Oh, that was this person. Oh, well. Well, I guess that's everybody else for the YouTube. So let's move on to the SciTube chat room, shall we? So, of course, if I missed your name in the YouTube chat room, thank you all for watching. Thank you all. I also want to give a big shout outs to everybody who are actually listening to this from the archives. And if you listen to this, thank you for actually listening in. Thank you for another great video. Hopefully I'll see you back here another stream. So thanks again, guys, for another great stream course. Okay, let's move on to the SciTube, shall we? Yes. Alright, let's go and move on to the SciTube channel. SciTube people, who do we have? Because I'm taking some people here. Shout outs to my moderators. This is Sparta. Of course, I want to give some shout-outs to Fox McCloud, and Radio Molly Live was here. Yes, Molly was here earlier, so if I'll give her a shout-out here, because I will recognize the people who actually came to the stream, and of course, noticeably, there will be them. Also, Haruka Takashi, so I want to give her a shout-out. All right, let's go on to, who do we have? Let's go to the regular shout-out. Sure, it's going on to TZT, 10 Cent Capitalist, Bob Toms, Chef Sombrero, Chrome Thunder, Cody D, Bunny, Edgar. I won't say the name, but take the turn. But is it Fook my Who's yeah, it's not gonna say, but I know who you are, man. Agenda Warrior is going on to Kenny. Emma Poe is going on to Emma Poe. Mr. Moonman, Narzan, Night Purple Pony, Puffin Sky, Scarlet Moon, Sunset Shimmerfag, Twilly Atkins. It's going on to Bland Blizza, Chameleon King J-Man, Drongo, Flyer, Meowthy, Mother 3. Okay. Okay, I'll say it. Knickers have to nick. Okay, that's actually pretty. Pretty funny. It's going on to Pregophile, Lon Livingstone, Space Ghost, Splatoon, Team Fantasy, and oh yeah, Liz Porter. It's going on to Liz Porter. Thank you for actually coming in, Liz Porter. And that's everything. That's everybody else. If I missed anybody else in this stream, if I missed her stream, go ahead and get into it now because I'm taking the Canadian Spartan. It's going on to Canadian Spartan. And I think that's everybody still. Yes, maybe. Yeah, I guess that's everybody I shouted. So, if I missed your shout out your name right here currently at the moment, but if you still want to shout out, just say it in the chat room. But shout out to everybody in the SciTube chat room if you're hiding behind and are too shy to pull up your name or whatever. So thanks again for another great stream, and hopefully I'll see you next time. All right, so I guess with that said, guys, that's just about it. So one more neat thing to say before the announcement here, guys. I'm playing The Mummy, the 2017 Tom Cruise movie. You know that the Mummy, the new one that came out. Well, I'm playing that movie over the SciTube channel right after this stream ends. So if you want to watch The Mummy with us for our Baller Friday movie night, stay tuned. If you're in the SciTube channels, stay there. Stay there where you are. If you're in the YouTube channel, head over to the SciTube BN Theater channel. Links are in descriptions. Please make sure to click on it. That link will get you directly to the BN Theater, which is the SciTube link. First thing you'll see it right below the TCR swag, and you pretty much instantly say you want to watch some The Mummy, starring Tom Cruise. Get on it. Or of course, if you're not, then the Paul. What's going on, the Paul? The Paul. Oh, what's going on, Flyer? Did not me realize me, man. Yeah, Flyer, what's going on, man? So yeah, we're playing the Mummy here shortly, right after the stream ends. So yeah, etc. You get the point. Everyone gets the bit. So hopefully the stream and of course this video will stay up for however long it takes. But of course all that will concur with the BN Theater. Where do I get to command games to make sure you get the message and I don't look too like rude Arsenal minus Twitter? Isn't that there's a gap for them, and there's you can just I don't know, Discord it. I mean, you can just use the TCR Discord chat and just lay it there. Easy said and done. Oh, you already did? Oh man, I think I didn't know. Like I always like pretty much forgetful for whoever I say. But yes, Night Purple, just pretty much Discord. That's all I have to say. All right. So now I'm taking some questions for anybody who wants to say any questions right now. So guys, it's question time. So if you want to say some questions to me, yours truly, I'll happily say it's a Baller Friday. So go ahead and ask me anything, or pretty much if there's no answer, then well, there's no reason. Oh man, I love this slight whistle here. If you guys are listening to this, slight whistle I actually obtained not too long ago, but it's pretty fun to use. Yes, it's nothing from the microphone or nothing. It's just no special feature. It's just it's a real slight whistle because it's fun. What's to do with my name? Nothing, Nickers. Nothing, Nick. Because, of course, it's just so funny. Ha-ha. Uh-huh. Thanks, Night Purple. Appreciate it. Oh, that's so sad to hear, Super Deathman. The sad that the film gets canceled. Oh, well. Oh, well, at least he got a very good 10-year run. Oops, did I say 10 years? I think he's already up to 7 right now, currently. Hey, thanks, Flyer, for putting that Sideshow Bob with that slide whistle. Yeah, something like that. Goes. All right. I'm having too much fun with this. All right. Might go there to his movie chat. Okay. Hopefully I see you here, Lunar. So on and so forth. Still taking questions for anybody. So, guys, take your questions right now. If I don't hear any questions in the next, I don't know, 3 minutes, then I'm cutting the stream, and that'll be the end of me, and I won't see you back here for until the next stream. So right now, I'm taking some questions, if you guys have any. 10 years confirmed. Yes, I slipped my mind for that. And yeah. Oh man, I'm actually pretty tired down here at the moment. Alright, guys. I will see you on Monday. Alright, Ron Livingstone. Thank you for coming, mate. See you next time, man. Is there a reason why Ghost is doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday now? Isn't it an obvious, Platoon? Pretty much is, he did state that Blog Talk, yes, Blog Talk, the actual Blog Talk site, taught Ghost that it'd be better for him to do prime time streams, which prime times are always after like 6:30. That's in PM, of course, and that's in here in Central Time. It is 6:30 for his show to start, 7:30 p.m. for if you live in the East Coast, and 4:30 p.m. Pacific, which is a good time for everybody to listen in rather than playing on the 4 p.m. You know, back in the days, like the Mondays to Fridays, to hear them. So it's easy for him to do the primetime shows, and will draw more audience. I mean, you guys, we get some, he'll get some new listeners, and, us, we can, when we get off from work or we get off school, all that is when it's happening, we can just pretty much, hear it when in our rooms or whatever we are doing currently at the moment, so that's why. And yeah, it's Blog Talk that actually pretty just taught him to just, do prime time. But of course, right now, he's just doing this. Currently, at the moment, just a test run, but I think he's starting to adjust it now. So I guess that's now a new thing that's going on at the moment. Is there a way to stop the unfunny cleaving colors? I'm just sick of it. I know, man. I know, Nick. There's really no there's no, because of course Ghost is always hanging up the Cleveland colors, and not only that, Hangout's anybody who uses the anonymous color, which is the Hangouts or Google Hangouts. So yeah, that's the only way there, and there's no way to stop him unless we know exactly who is the guy, who is the person, who is that Cleveland color that keeps on just pretty much keep on giving Ghost that same thing over and over. No, that's the only way we can actually stop that. But for now, it just it's a mystery to know who's who. Did you hear about the Japanese voice actor who played Bulma passed away? Yes, TCU Gaming. I've heard about it. Yes. Early this morning when it broke, it is sad. Yes, the voice actors who played Bulma and various characters are in Japanese. Japanese Bulma, not the English dub Bulma. Japanese dub of Bulma. Yeah, passed away this morning. So rest in peace, F. So sad to hear. So young too. No, I think she's in her 50s, right? 50s. Yeah, she's in her 50s. So yeah, 57. Yeah, it's kind of sad. I know. It's sad. what's that here? What are chances of hold on, of any weekend shows in the future? Is that a thing again? Or hey, 10 cents. Ghost has stated that there is a Saturday show, but currently at the moment right now it doesn't have any plans on what that could be or when it's going to happen. But he did state that there is going to be some sort of a Saturday show, but that is coming soon. I don't know when or exactly, maybe 2018 or so, who knows. Just stay tuned for that. The only way we all would know that is Ghost to announce it officially on his Gab. Is there any chance that you still actively play on PC? I'd like to do something with you because you're a cool guy, and I don't want to take my console online for money reasons. Sorry and thanks. Hey, I appreciate Nike Purple, and yeah, well, unfortunately, I am not a PC gamer. I mean, I used to be back in the days, but nowadays, I mostly like to stick with my consoles. You know, I even bought an Xbox One X, which is pretty much badass. I think that's enough said. I mean, the parts are only closely to the PC. But mostly I'm just using the consoles because of its exclusives. So, you know, even though, you know, PC has emulators, but of course, you know, the real deal's on his own consoles. If it's exclusive to that console, but the emulates to the PC, it ain't perfect. And not only that, because of course, it could just what is that word? It will take too much space and will not be enough space for chat rooms, you know, YouTube chat rooms and all that stuff. I can't do. And I don't have it like a 2 screeners or nothing, so I don't have a second screen to run it. So fortunately, no, I can't do any PC gaming. I'm only gonna stick to console gaming. Oh yeah, cross-playing is actually one thing that could work out. But no, I'm not into Killer Instincts. I'm really not that into it, really. What are your thoughts about the microtransactions on AAA games? Man, it's pathetic, man. I mean, AAA having you to spend $60 that you think is a full game, but instead there's a little thing they call them like, oh yeah, loot boxes, loot crates, or whatever they put in just to actually for it, just for, you know, oh yeah, they're just advantages. Oh yeah, it's just gambling. Hold on, gambling? What? Why? But no, I mean it's kind of BS nowadays. I mean, what happens to back in the days, like you know, like the game I'm playing right now, GTA 4. They have those are DLCs on its own that pretty much standardized. They're not They're not using any microtransactions on DLCs or anything. But of course, you don't see any of them in these past games. But nowadays, you see them in new games that is ridiculous. I just hate it, man. It sucks. And yes, people are starting to catch up. I'm glad. More recently, the Battlefield 2 one that actually EA exposed themselves on, more use of the Cray or whatever card system, whatever. I don't know because I don't. But it's just it's sad and it sucks. So, you know, we're going to this direction. Greed is on the corporates, AAA games corporate side. Blame those dum-dums. I mean, independent games. Let me see what recent independent games I don't use microtransactions. Oh yeah, the Friday the 13th game. Recently I always like to play that, and you know they give free updates that give you DLC. Certainly, even though that of course you know you don't have to buy them, you don't need to. Like you know, there's like clothing and well, not DLCs, but because clothing is just pretty much more support. But of course, there's cosmetics if you want to use them, but you don't have to because end game you don't even buy like more credits. Like oh, you want more credits for this? They don't even add. You earn that. You had to hard work that stuff to you. You had to hard work it, and you will be rewarded with it. I mean. That's a reward system I like. And, of course, you know, the reward systems, they actually like to tone it down a bit on AAA games. And, you know, they're more likely to want to force you to buy their whatever it is. It's wrong. In many ways, it's really wrong. I mean, man, I just can't believe right now currently what's been going on in the AAA games companies, what have been doing. EA, I think EA, I know EA is one of the top ones. Warner Brothers are starting to. What else? There actually Blizzard. I know Blizzard. I mean, come on, Blizzard. Yeah, with their loot crates on the Overwatch and many things that's on their others, of course. And there's like a few out there I don't know of. I don't know those are the big titles right there, big companies, but they're starting to take advantage on this microtransaction. It's getting out of control, and hopefully, right now gamers are starting to, speak out, stand up, and hopefully they can understand. Tell them to just pretty much stop, because right now it's just getting out of control. It's not helping anything. It's not even a full game, mind you. If they're gonna put microtransactions into games, make it a free to play. Come on, free to play. But no, just make it like that. Make it like a full game and just take their money, take everybody's money, man. It sucks. Downright pathetic companies like EA. Just robbing the people like they're really, cocks of a company. Corporate commander. That's how they actually hired him, just to bespeak the advantage of, taking people's money and just, give you a game, but in advance, just put something in that game that will earn them more money, and you to leave your wallet dry to pay more that you don't need, and really, you just want to play a game. That's all. I want to play a game. That's all I want. And of course, if there's any reward system that's end game, I would appreciate it, because of course, if I play the damn game instead of buying, and I'll be having to get advantage of it, then what am I? What am I? Am I some sort of like, oh yeah, look, I got this high level power sword that's actually level 100, and yet compared to yours, it sucks, and the Chrome and mine actually has a full power, and it actually has a +1 attack, and yours doesn't have a +1 at all. Ha ha ha, oh, man. But yeah, enough for speak of the microtransactions. Overall, really, it's a really downturn right now for the gaming industry, and hopefully, something will. Well, right now, currently there are actions being taken, but hopefully, it should tell them right now that we don't want microtransactions. We don't want none of that. Just make sure it's a full game, and if you have anything, future installment for it, at least don't make an announcement of it futurely, okay? Don't make like what Call of Duty does when, they got the game, but before it actually came out, there's already DLCs they're gonna do, and stuff. Like, no, we don't want that. We just want a full game. You announce the DLC at some later time. That's all. Okay. Any possible way to having being playing CS:GO? I don't play CS:GO, or neither do I know how to play CS:GO, so I never really know what CS:GO is. I know it's shooter. I know it's Valve, but no, I don't think so. Anyways, guys, it's already 10 o'clock here in my home state of Texas. I think I'm actually ready to head out and gonna start the movie here shortly. Once again, guys, I appreciate everybody for coming out on this Ball of Variety. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's show, tonight's shout outs and graffiti, all that happened tonight. Hopefully that YouTube will not take just straight up put this in video in private. Hopefully 507 gets out because right now it's still locked, but it should be unlocked either tomorrow. If not, then I'll have it re-uploaded and just take out the tags and just leave it right there. But I'll just put tweak it a bit, but it's still the same format. You see the same thing, but lower views.
Oh, CSGO was actually on 360. Yes, I know CSGO was on 360. I know that. Oh, hold on. Liz says, have you played South Park Phone Destroyer? No, I don't. I don't play any. I have not played any of the new South Park. I haven't played any South Park games since South Park Rally for the N64, but I've never played any newer ones. So right now, I'm just gonna stand. I'm not gonna play for a while. I'm not a friend, but I can hopefully can be friendly without bothering you. Well, hi Purple. All you do is just pretty much, just be normal and be yourself, and just I take friends with anybody, and well, if you want to have a conversation, I'm always open. I'm always open for a conversation if you want, or anybody can have a good conversation with me. Like I said, also have a Discord, so if you want to join my Discord group, just ask me on the DMs, or you can also join the GCR Discord. I'll give you that, but of course I have my Discord of my own, which is pretty much just a friendly one. You can talk to people in there if you want, if you also want that. So, if I'm not there, there's also other people that can talk. And that really says it. Alright, yeah, I don't... Stepdad, what? Why do you hate me, Stepdad? What? Oh, okay, is there some stuff that's happening in the chat room? I don't know what's going on. Yeah, Night Purple. Just ask me more stuff later on. Right now, I need to start the movie night here, and also I need to announce everybody that we are going to start the movie stream once again. We're playing The Mummy, starring Tom Cruise, a new one that just came out. If you guys want to watch that tonight, we are playing it over the BN Theater. You guys over the YouTube chat currently. Just go to the YouTube chat or the BN Theater chat room. Links in the descriptions. Go ahead. Of course, you can decide to channel stay put. But of course, you can also follow my all other stuff that's right below above, including the BN Discord chat. So of course, you can click on that and just join in anytime you want. Oh, thanks, Stepdad. Yes, hearts to you, man. All right, well, I'm done here, guys. Once again, thank you all for a great Ball of Friday, and I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's show once again. And yeah, I'm gonna actually now skedaddle here now and gonna start the next live movie stream here. So guys, it's movie night over the BN Theater. Go over there, YouTube peeps, go over there now. We're gonna watch movies. If you guys are not there for now and want to come back for another stream, well, I do appreciate you coming out, and I'll see you guys Monday or on our next TCR stream. Specka Jecka, yes, you're late. But of course, graffiti was decent. Check back once I already finished this, and then we're about to end it here now. So thanks, and you get a shout out late, very late, last shout out. So yes, thank you, Spec, for coming late. Hooray. Alright, I'm out of here, guys. We're going to start movie here shortly. So go over there to BN Theater. The Mummy, starring Tom Cruise for a Ball of Friday movie night, starts there in a bit. But it is for tonight's movie night, and next Friday's, well, we'll see what happens. But of course, right now, I'll see you guys on the next TCR stream. So good night, everybody. Have a good, happy Ball of Friday. I'll see you guys next stream. So thank you all for watching, and thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys. You guys have a good night. Go over there to the BN Theater. We're starting movie stream right now. Or you can also follow me on Twitter at the Brony Network. I'll be posting updates all day. Or on the Gab site. My Gab account is BN_King. Follow that as well. Or you can also just subscribe to the YouTube channel as I do the TCR shows every Monday to Friday, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern, for 30 p.m. Pacific. Go. That's actually the wrong thing. It's 6:30 p.m. Central, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, and 4:30 p.m. Pacific. Oh my, time zones are really going. Anyways, I'm starting a movie now, guys. You guys ever go over there now? I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys. See you guys next time. Bye. Later. See you on the SciTube channel. Bye, guys. Everybody. Halio. Chulio. Happy Barrel of Friday. Kalios. Malios. Hadios. 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 Cadios. Kaleo mais. Adios. Okay.